Is it time?
So right now, you're being aggressive, right? So you're violating my Third Amendment right because I'm quartering with an enemy combatant. It is what it is. We're all sick from disinformation. We all live for twisted sensations. Kids are safe, but too well behaved to feel. Never heal with the fakes. Go make something real. If what you've always believed in was not considered treason, business will be booming, writing news with no meaning. Take it or leave it, the way you see it is the end result. Angels and demons.
Heather, just try to get the clicks and mute.
What's up, Scott? Mr. J, can you mute your mic when you're talking to someone else, please?
Yep, sorry.
Jimmy, what's going on? So
We're doing a crispy raid.
Oh, you guys are doing a crispy raid? Oh, okay, I guess. What's up, guys? Hope everyone's having a great day. And so today we're going to be taking a look at public photography laws around the world. What's up, Lavender? What's up, Gary?
Hello.
How are you guys today?
Okay.
Good.
Great.
Does Lavender look a little different?
She does. Lavender looks a lot different. She doesn't look nearly as scary this time. I'm not in fear for my life.
That's my next threesome.
Right? That'd be a hell of a threesome right there.
I'm not complaining.
Yeah, so we're gonna be taking a look at
Mrs. J.
Photography laws, and we actually are gonna have an example of some public photography auditing around the world. Like actually have an example of auditing in the Philippines. I'm going to show you guys a little bit later on, so that should be interesting.
Not Brian, I hope.
No, of course not. It's not Brian.
Brian selecting his wife.
I was just thinking about.
I got 4 coupons. Where's the 4 coupon section?
Hey, Kenny, is that from Nasty Nathaniel?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I thought so.
Yeah, he sent me an email when he saw the topic of the show, and he sent me a bunch of examples. So I'm like, oh, okay, interesting, cool. So we'll see. So Diver's probably seen them. Thanks, Paulie. I will try to have a good show. All right, so just start. We'll go around. We'll go around the way. What do you guys think? What do you guys know about public photography laws around the world?
Going that way.
Diver, what do you know about public photography laws around the world?
I'm sorry, I didn't catch that.
I'm talking to Diver. Are you there, Diver?
He's on 6 other StreamYards right now.
Yeah.
No, I'm doing research.
Yeah, you are.
I'm doing research on my father's medals. Okay.
Okay. Well, we'll come back to you.
Cool.
We'll come back to you.
No, I'm good. Basically, we're one of the few countries in the world that pretty much allows any public photography, whenever and wherever, really. A lot of other countries, it's frowned upon. And I've had that experience. I got yelled at for taking pictures of the American embassy in Belize.
Oh, wow. Okay.
By the security guard.
Oh, okay.
And I yelled back at him. I said, hey, I can take a picture of my own country if I want to. Literally, I did.
Right. So, Jimmy, what about you? What do you know about public photography laws around the world? And why don't you tell us what it's like, public photography laws in Australia?
We're the same as you guys.
Oh, okay.
You can film basically whatever you see, but I think there's an issue with children. I'll have to check that. You can film in public. You can take it. It's not an offence to film in public. Take someone's photo that you don't know. But yeah, I think there's some new laws that might have been brought in regarding children or minors.
Oh, okay.
Under 18. And you definitely can't do it at a beach, though. They will arrest your ass at a beach because there's a lot of topless women and shit like that.
Right, absolutely. You definitely don't want to get all that. Well, you might want to, but that's frowned upon.
Yeah. Because I think most of the beaches in Australia, women are allowed to go topless.
Right.
Don't hold me to that. Some
Well,
may
I'm
not
moving
be,
on.
but most I think they are. And yeah, if you start taking photos, you shit for that. The surf lifesavers will have the cops down there in seconds.
Okay.
'Cause
Uh,
that's just creepy.
Lavender, what do you know about the public photography laws around the world?
Not a whole lot.
Not a whole lot. Well, all right, Gary, what about you?
The only one I'd really remember taking any pictures of was I was in England, and
Okay.
there's it was like big deal.
Okay.
Do whatever, take any picture you wanted to.
Chief?
I kind of agree with Jimmy. There's, no expectation of privacy in public because everywhere we go, every store, every convenience store, every bank, every office that you go to, like government office, you're already on camera. But I would have to say that children should be off limits. That should be a crime, and I agree with Jimmy in that respect.
Yeah. All right. So, what countries do you guys think have it to where there is no public photography is not allowed? What countries can you guys just think of off the top of your head? Do you think are going to have those kind of laws?
North Korea.
Okay. North Korea.
Definitely Russia, because if you take
China.
photos of anything in Russia, man, they're ready to throw you in the gulag for 16 years.
I thought
They're-
Russia was
they're-
coming around a bit more because that soccer World Cup, there seemed to be a lot of people taking photos and shit there. I think Russia's sort of easing up a bit. I think China and North Korea are more
Mhm.
militant these days than Russia. I think
Okay.
Russia's becoming more liberal. I could be wrong.
Yeah,
I'm not.
no, I agree with you. I actually agree with you because they are becoming more towards a capitalist society. But yeah, North Korea and China, yeah, definitely, I agree with you.
Kenny, do you guys have a? We have a lot of tourism in Australia. Obviously, it's one of our biggest industries. We've got a bunch of Japanese tourists or Asian tourists, and they're all come over in groups. They've all got a Kodak hanging around their neck or a Canon, and they're filming the hell out of everything and photographing everything, and no one seems to give a rat's. No one cares. Do you have that over there?
Where I'm at, there's not a whole lot of tourism, but like places like LA or New York, places like that where there has a bigger tourism market. Oh, Hawaii. Oh my God, Hawaii. There are so many tourists, and there are
Yeah.
actually a lot of Japanese tourists that come to Hawaii. You
Yeah.
can go down the street in Hawaii, and you'll just see all the Japanese people out there just touring. It's really cool to see. If you haven't been to Hawaii, I would suggest taking a trip down to Hawaii. It's one of the most beautiful places on earth, and you'll just come back feeling like $1 million.
You'll see 50 of them, like with all the cameras around there hanging off their necks, and they're all doing selfies and whatever. They're beside some monument or some beach or some landmark and they're all photographing each other.
All right, so
And
we are going.
no one cares.
Yeah. All right, so we are going to take a look at this chart, and it's going to talk about which countries you can take a picture, publish a picture, and commercially use the picture that you take. It's going to have all the. I'm sure it doesn't have all the countries, but it's going to have a shitload of countries. So, find a way to share this. Hold on. Share screen. All right, there we go. All right, so there you go. So right off the bat, right here. So Afghanistan, you do not need consent in Afghanistan to take a picture, just to take a picture in public. To publish a picture, yes. So you couldn't publish it to YouTube without permission, except with exceptions. And commercially publish it, no. Yes, you need permissions. Does that surprise anybody on the panel? That Afghanistan would say, no, no, no. You can take it, but you can't put it on YouTube or some website.
No.
No, that's how they control information, and that's how they keep their populace like subservient. You know what I mean?
No one's surprised by Afghanistan, right?
No.
Well, no,
Okay,
not
so
surprised at all.
Argentina, exactly the same laws. No, you don't need consent to take the picture, but you do need consent to publish it and to commercially publish it. Anyone surprised with Argentina?
No.
No.
Okay.
Man, if I knew
Yeah.
there was going to be a test, I would have studied.
Are you
Well,
taking notes, Chief?
Yeah.
well, this,
He'll
this
feel
has been up for
separate.
like 2 days. You could have known that this was here if y'all pay attention. I'm just playing. Australia, no, with exceptions.
I think those
No,
exceptions are kids, are the minors.
that would make
I
sense.
think that's what the
And
exceptions are.
and you don't need to publish it, but you do need permission to publish it commercially.
Yes.
So
You're going
that's
to profit off
Australia.
it. You got to
Yeah.
have their.
So do you think this is why we don't see a whole lot of Australian auditors? You think is because it kind of defeats the purpose of getting their permission, right?
No,
No,
I think
because
the one thing that would exist there is Australian cops would kick the crap out of a First Amendment auditor. You know what I mean? They would just go to town like, hey, oh well, you gonna fuck with us? We're gonna fuck with you. Ah!
I just think we're a more tolerant society. We've got the law and we understand it, and you just got to deal with it, sort of thing. We don't try and fight it because this is too expensive a fight. You just lose badly.
Yeah.
So it's hard to explain. It's really hard to explain it.
Oh no, I understand. Like it's hard to explain, the way a country is to outsiders. I find myself like, especially that's why whenever we get stuck when he comes on and we have an argument or a debate, it's hard to he comes in with his Canadian sensibilities, his Canadian thinking. It's like, well, you can't have those thinkings when we're talking about American laws, and it's hard to get that across, and it's hard for him to think outside that box, which makes sense. I get it, but that's where a lot of the confusion comes in. So I totally get it.
What I'm saying is, Kenny, like, when we say we tolerate the cops, bro, we don't have guns on. And then I just cop it from chat. I use a submissive. The fuck we are. We're as feisty as any freaking population.
Mm-hmm.
We will brag up real quick if we think we're being violated, etc., or our rights are being violated. We'll fight. We'll be probably more dangerous than you guys on some things, but it's not that we're subservient. It's just we're just we don't sweat shit. Does that make sense? We don't worry about stupid shit that is out of our hands anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We just get on with life.
Personally, I love the V8 muscle cars that the police have down in Australia. I tell you what, those are magnificent machines.
Oh yeah, we got some cracker cop cars.
No, Paul Kemp is a photographer. I was curious, have you done any photography work in Australia? And if so, what are some of your experiences while doing this in Australia? I'm just curious if he's done anything in Australia. It's taking a minute to answer. So we'll move on until he... All right, so next, we're in Austria, famous for being the birthplace of who?
Arnold
Hitler.
Schwarzenegger.
There you go. That him too. So
Hitler was Austrian, wasn't he? He wasn't German.
He was Austrian. He was absolutely Austrian.
Yeah.
So you do not need consent to take anybody's picture in Austria. You don't need consent, with exceptions, to publish the picture, but just like Argentina, you do need permission to commercially publish it. Oh, here's Paul. What's up, Paul?
Yeah, nothing in Australia, and I'm actually working right now, but I will say England was weird, or not England, France was weird because the Eiffel Tower at night, you can't commercially use the picture because of copyright law. Also, the Louvre has a copyright law as well about the and using it for any commercial purposes. Copenhagen, the Little Mermaid statue, you can't publish. You actually need to get permission to publish pictures of those. And
I
then,
saw this really weird law. It shows that the architecture of buildings built before, what is it, 1936 or some date.
right,
There,
there's a
you need,
historic thing like the
yeah,
Colosseum in Rome is another one that has limited permissions. There's
yeah,
certain places you can't photograph, but in its entirety you can.
Yeah,
yeah.
that's absolutely right. Because when I was in the military academy, we went over there at Paris in 1982, and we went to the Eiffel Tower. But it was like we got there so late; it was like maybe 10:45, 11 o'clock at night, and we weren't allowed to take pictures of anything. And we were only allowed to go up to the mid-level. We weren't even allowed to go up to the top. So yeah, it's very restricted.
Oh yeah. There was another one. I can't remember what beach it was in California. That any photography, it's one of the piers or one of the docks. You need to have actual permit to do any photography on it. And I can't recall which one it was. I want to say like Hermosa Beach or something like that.
I think you're talking about Avila Beach. That's the famous nude beach in like Central California. I'm not sure, but that would be my guess.
That might be it. I'm trying to remember which one it was. I'm racking my brain, but I knew it was a beach in or it was a pier in California, and a lot of it had to do with people taking photographs of kids, and parents basically got together and talked to the city council, and they actually limited it because technically it's now considered private property rather than public.
Yeah, I thought that was interesting. Like, so technically, if an auditor were to do some of these videos, I mean, because these are laws that are in America too about the architecture of a building. It depends on when the building was made. Now, if they made it specifically about the building, they would, need consent and they couldn't commercially do it. But since they don't, it's not the subject, it's just kind of the background, they can get away with it. But if they were to make it specifically about the infrastructure of the building, they would need consent to publish it to YouTube. So, but they can get away with it again because they're doing it for just public photography. So it's not the subject of their video.
Exactly.
So it's like the difference is if Paul were to go there, and Paul, of course, isn't going to do the public photography like the auditors do, or maybe he does. I don't know. Maybe who knows. But if Paul were to go and say, "This is a really cool ass building," take it. You'd have to go and get permission depending on when the building was made. And I remember do you remember what year it was?
I don't, unfortunately.
Yeah, I don't either, but I have to look that up. But yes,
now I do know that there's a lot of countries that you can take photographs to use them for personal use, but you can't put them on social media, art galleries. You can't publish them anywhere. You can only keep them for personal use.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, they don't care if you just take it for your own amusement, but as soon as you publish it, that's when they're going to take issue with it.
Right. I just did look it up. It says certain locations such as California state parks, commercial photography requires a permit and sometimes proof of insurance. And in places such as the city of Hermosa Beach in California, commercial photography on both public property and private property is subject to permit regulations and possibly also insurance requirements.
Insurance for what?
Possibly.
Yeah, right.
What would you need to prove insurance for? Why would you need insurance to take a pic?
I'm assuming
that's for like
the city gets sued or something.
Yes, maybe that's weird. Okay, hey, you know what? Hey, that's California for you. Welcome to the Golden State, guys. All right, so next we're gonna take a look at Belgium. All right, so Belgium, you do not need consent to take a picture in Belgium. To publish the picture, yes, with exceptions. And commercially, just straight up, yes, you need it to do it for commercially. So, Paul, maybe you could help. Now, commercially, you think YouTube will fall under commercially, or do you think falls under another category? What do you think?
That's what I
I,
wanted to ask.
I don't think it falls under commercial unless it's monetized or like advertisement because you're expressing the views of the people there. It's like when I go out and photograph people and I do street photography, I don't need their consent. I don't need a model release form unless for some reason I am wanting to use it for an advertisement of some sort.
Okay.
So I think the YouTube thing with the public access, everybody can see it. So I don't think there's anything there because obviously they're not required to get model releases. But I think if they're actually trying to use it to advertise or push a political agenda, they would need to have those like I guess an authorization form of some sort.
Kenny,
Okay.
can I ask Paul something?
Go for it.
Paul, if you're a professional photographer, if you are taking photos and you know you're going to sell them on to someone else, do you need to get that consent form or do they need to get it?
No, not at all. Unless again, like I said, when I sell my photographs and such, it's never for commercial purposes. Now, if I went to the point where I was going to be selling them for advertisements for, say, like Budweiser or
Yeah, whatever.
cigarettes or
Anyway,
anything like that, then yes, I would need to have a model release form that I would have to pass on, and that would actually allow me. Once they sign that, it allows me to do whatever I want to with that picture. I can use it for advertisements, political signs, commercials, everything.
because that's what I'm wondering with if you selling your photos, how that falls under the commercially, because you're gaining commercially from that,
Right.
but it may not necessarily be put out there in public commercially.
Right, exactly. I mean, there's some pictures that I have actually sold out there for commercial purposes that I've got model releases, but there's also a rule on it too. It can only be used for a certain time frame. Like I'm only releasing them to use it for 1 year or 5 years, or I'm only allowing it to use for advertisements and not political advertisements. There's certain things I can set up when I'm selling the photo and how it can be used, because
Right.
I do still have control over that.
And that covers your ass. If they go on and do something stupid with it, you're
Exactly.
not liable.
Yep, exactly.
All right, cool.
All right. So let's continue along our list. We were at Belgium. So now we're at Brazil. So, yes, now Brazil, like Paul was saying, is one of the countries that you need consent no matter what. Yes, to take a picture in public, you need consent. Yes, to publish it, and yes, commercially publish it, you do need it. So, I think Brazil would be a great place to send Brian to, or Anselmo, or someone like that. Because, they go around with they wouldn't do research. They go and they would spout their normal shit, and then they get in trouble. Sounds like a win-win for everyone, right?
I'll pay for the tickets. You get them organized, Kenny. I'll send you the cash.
All right. So does what is it now? Does that surprise anyone that Brazil was just so adamant against it? Because Brazil is a huge tourism place, huge tourism in Brazil, Rio de Janeiro and stuff like that. So apparently, you need consent to take someone's picture. Now, here's the thing. Now, what about like for tourism? If you just accidentally take someone in one picture, do you think if somebody they could get you in trouble for that, Paul? Is Paul still here? Did Paul leave?
Nope, I'm
I'd
still here.
say-
What was the question?
Yeah, in Brazil, because it says yes, you do need consent to take someone's picture. What if you just happen to get in the background, like it was kind of like a photobomb kind of thing? If they press an issue, could they, you think, win that and get you to, remove the picture, or
I wouldn't think so because again, there's no expectation of privacy at that point.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah,
Would
but
it be
certain governments, I mean, especially in Brazil, it's not like it is in the United States. If they think you're doing something wrong, the authorities are going to haul your ass in, and that's just the thing about the South American governments. Like all of them down there, they're very restrictive on what they allow to be filmed. So I mean, I don't know if it would be okay or not, but I would think that if they saw you taking photos of something they didn't want you to take photos of, you'd be in trouble.
Paulie,
Yeah, I'm looking
Ken-
more into the civil code here. It says basically, all the Constitution states that the privacy, private life, honor, and image of any persons are inviolable. That's the right to compensation and the right to compensation for property or moral damages if to the image is insured.
Kenny, wouldn't they be doing it for profit?
However, it looks like actually and I'm sorry for interrupting, but however, it says, although not mentioned in the law, it is generally recognized by both case law and legal doctrine that a consent is implied or not needed for pictures of public figures performing the public functions of activities, people who are present of a public space or participating in a public event, or people related to news events of public interest. So basically, yeah, if I'm at like the what's that name of that carnival?
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I'm at Carnival in Rio de Janeiro, which I think is in Brazil,
It is.
then I'm okay to do that.
Oh, that's cool.
Okay.
I want to go to I want to go to Carnival. That would be. Can't dance.
I
So I'm gonna
don't.
go.
Be a big Mardi
No,
Gras.
you don't want to go, Lavender. You're not gonna go out there and dance the night away.
If you go to Carnival, I'll tell you what, you better be prepared to stay up at least 72 hours.
No, right? All right,
Kenny,
so
like,
moving
you
on.
know that big statue they got on the top of that mountain? I forget the name of it.
Just the
Chris-
Jesus statue. Yeah.
Yeah, that. Obviously, they let tourist groups up there. Wouldn't they be charging like $10 if they want to have photos? Wouldn't they be
no.
cashing in?
They could if they charged. I'm not sure
That's
if they
probably
do or
what
not.
that's probably what they do. You know, you slip us $10, you take all the photos you.
Yeah, maybe. Well, I think you can take the pictures of the buildings and stuff like that because you see people come back with pictures from Rio all the time.
Yeah, I'd say they'd be
Tourism
paying
pictures
for it.
and all that. Maybe.
It'd be
Like
a
maybe-
money making, cashing in a bit more on tourism.
Well, think about this. Why don't whenever tourists come in, what we could do is we could have like, "Hi, how are you today? Are you going to be taking pictures here in America?" Yeah, great. So that's going to be a $20 flat rate fee for the first 100 photos, and it's $1.50 for each additional photo.
So do they collect that at
you're a
customs when you
YouTuber.
come in?
Oh, you're a YouTuber. Well, that premium goes up to $250.
Yeah. Or it might be $50. You can photograph whatever you like and get some little limit or card or something.
Hey, just think of all the money we'd rake in if we did something. I mean, yeah, it'd probably be frowned upon, but hey, we definitely help out government, right?
See,
Yeah, help
I've
out your
actually
own
done
economy.
something. I've actually done something similar to that here in the States. I'll go to like, big tourist areas like the Grand Canyon, or I was up in Sedona about 3-4 months ago, and I got a bunch of photographs of people that were out there. And hey, you know what? $5, I'll send you a copy of it. So I just got to give my business card. They handed me $5. I did a quick edit and I just emailed it to them right there.
Yeah.
Right. Go ahead, Jimmy.
I think it'd be great for your own country's economy.
Yeah, I think it would be great for it too. All right,
And I don't think too many people would get shitty about paying it.
I don't think so either. All right, so moving on. Now we're looking at, we just did Brazil, so now we're at Bulgaria. No, you don't need consent. No, you don't need consent to publish a picture, but yes, you do need for commercial purposes. I mean, are you guys sensing a theme here? It seems most countries are cool with you taking a picture without consent. Some of them are okay with you publishing, but so far, every single one says no, you need it for commercial purposes.
Yeah, that's fair enough. You want to cash in, we want something out of it.
Absolutely.
Or,
you need
make sure the person's happy with it.
You need to, obviously, because think about this. If you're doing it for commercial, let's say if Paul's out there and he's, Budweiser says, we want this hot Mexican chick, and you see Lavender, you're like, oh, god damn, okay, well, I'm gonna have to take a picture right here, right? And you take the picture, and you don't get consent, and Lavender sees it, says, well, god damn, I look good in this picture, but I don't like Budweiser. I'm a Coors drinker, or whatever she is. She could
Kenny, or they've made $1 zillion off that ad, and she's thinking, well, shit, no bastard coughed me through any coin my way, and they're using my image.
Absolutely.
Spot me 10%.
I don't know that. Exactly. Where's my
Hey, real
Where's
quick.
my
Hey,
cut?
Lavender, how you doing?
Yes.
Sorry.
Hey, you wait. You leave my
Yeah, how
threesome
you
alone.
doing?
If I was wondering why we're
Oh,
saying all this, this is why right here. There you go. Right there. That's
I'm
why
in the
I'm
Look at
back.
saying
look
that
at you
right
being
there.
feisty. Look at you
Yeah, we was
And
being
there you
being
go.
feisty
sassy.
already. Yeah, look at you, nasty little face on you.
Oh, oh, sweetie.
All right, so back to what we were talking about since all got disrupted by Lavender. Thanks, Lavender.
I'm always a distraction. I've told you this from the get-go.
Go comb your feet.
Yes, but you're a lovely distraction.
Thank you,
See,
Jimmy.
All right,
Quit
so
being mean.
see your hairy webbed feet,
My hairy webbed feet.
Bigfoot feet.
all right, so now we're on Canada. Now, sit to take fish in Canada depends on the province. We don't have any Canadians, so no one can
Trust
really.
Canada to be difficult. Good on you.
Right? So
God.
yes, with exceptions, do you need it to publish it? But right, just like almost every other country, commercially, yes, you need it. So whenever there's a no lavender, these are countries you don't want to go to because then you're going to end up. They're going to say, "Oh my God, look at this hot chick. We're going to get her to say Foster's. We want this or this," and they can't pay you for it. So don't go to the. So far, you're
Get,
good on every country we've gone in. Just we're here for you,
get.
Lavender. We're here for you.
I see that. I feel the support, the love.
It's all around you.
Yes, except from Jimmy.
Except,
I love all of you except your hairy feet.
See?
all right, now here we go. So now we're at China. The People's Republic of China. No, you do not need consent to take someone's picture. No, you don't need it for to publish it. Again, yes, you do need it to publish it for commercial purposes. Does that surprise you?
Okay,
Hey, look,
let me let me
even the other China is no. Does that
yeah, let
That,
surprise
me say
anyone?
something.
yeah,
But
me.
the thing about China is they have such control over everybody inside their country that even if you were a journalist taking pictures on an independent platform, they'd execute your ass. I mean,
Haystack.
it's not like it is in the Western world or the European world. The Chinese will goddamn either do one of two things with you. They'll send you to a fucking salt mine, or they'll goddamn eliminate your ass. And that's the whole thing about the communists in China.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, but it looks like when it comes to public photography, they don't have an issue with it. That surprises the shit out of me. You would think, I mean,
Mm-hmm.
because when you think of China, there's people that are freaking locked up for having Bibles inside hotel rooms. They get ghosted.
Yeah,
There's
but
places
the thing
where
about those photographic tours, they are approved by the Chinese government, and they have handlers, like 15, 20 handlers, to restrict them from anything that would look bad upon the Chinese government.
Mm-hmm.
oh yeah, you hear horror stories from China and all that, but like I was saying, there are places where news reporters will actually, if they say something bad again about the government, they also get ghosted, and they get what's known as I think is it was reprogramming or something. There's this one actress who spoke out against the government. She disappeared for like 3 or 4 or 5 years. She came back, and all of a sudden, she was in support of the government.
Yeah,
So
they sent them to what is called a re-education camp,
yeah, yeah.
which is basically a prison. It's a political prison, but it's still a prison, and that's what they call a re-education camp.
Yeah, China don't play. Don't go to China, Lavender. We never see you again. We don't want that.
So that's kind of like a bait and switch thing there.
It is because they're saying exactly. Look at that because they're saying no, you don't need permission, but apparently you do because maybe the reason it's like this is because they want you to think that. Then you come in and you do it. They send you to re-education, and by the time you get out, you change your mind. You're not worried about telling everyone that they're full of shit. See?
But I
yeah,
mean,
I know.
if you really look at a country that restricts people from having children, if you have a child you could actually go to prison. I mean, are they really going to be very easy on the media or the photographers' regulations? I wouldn't think so.
You wouldn't think so.
See,
You
and
get to- oh, go
when
ahead.
I was over there, there's a lot of religious locations that you can't photograph. And there's big signs outside saying like no photos, like the chairman, what is it, the Chairman Mao Memorial Hall.
Mm.
And I think Tibet. Well, I didn't go to Tibet, but I know I had a group of friends that went up to Tibet, and they have actually locations up there that things are very, very restricted up there, especially with the
Three
people
of
and
my
different holy ones.
father's medals,
Good.
War II Victory Medal and a Navy Reserve Medal. This third one I can't find.
Mm. All right, so
Somewhat
we get to-
matches. What the hell happened here? I lost it. Here, no. I lost everything.
all right, so here we go. The Czech Republic. Yes, with exceptions.
I found that. Where the hell's the other?
So just to take someone's picture, yes, you need consent, but with exceptions. To publish it, yes, with exceptions. And they're a little more lax. Yes, you can do it commercially, but there are exceptions. So I guess Czech Republic would be a good spot for photographers, really, because you can get away with a lot of shit there, within certain guidelines.
Yeah.
But what are the guidelines?
Exactly. What are the guidelines? Again, I think it maybe goes back to what Jimmy was saying about kids. Maybe that's some of the
Yeah.
guidelines. You know, which would make sense. Maybe
Well, there
like
might be laws against photographing hairy feet.
I swear, Jimmy, I swear.
or maybe like specific buildings, government buildings, maybe
It's not
memorials,
even
stuff like that.
all that close because the colors don't match. Armed Forces Expeditionary Medal, and I'm not sure he would get that.
To go overseas.
You can only get a campaign badge if you were actually a part of an assault, which was like maybe Desert Storm or Enduring Freedom or any of those operations. That would give you a campaign badge.
Yeah, I'm sorry, guys, if you're hearing this. It's my conversation I'm having. Yeah, I'm trying to find my father's medal. He's got 3, and I can't match the third one.
Contact the Department of Defense. They have a public relations line that you can actually look that up. So
I had to look it up online.
Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, it would be easier just to go to the horse's mouth, and find out for sure.
Yeah, the trouble is it's faded. I mean, it's from at the earliest, the 1950s.
All right, so Denmark.
Well, my dad was in World War II in the Pacific Theater, and I was able to get all of his awards and recognition. So, yeah, just kind of reach out to the Department of Defense. They will help you.
I appreciate that. Yeah. Well, let me go through this catalog some more. See what I can find.
So Denmark, no, you don't need consent to just take someone's picture. Yes, you do need consent with exceptions to publish it. And again, yes, with exceptions to do it commercially. So, and Denmark is another European nation. So it's looking like the European nations are kind of they're not so horrible about. So I guess you can go to the famous breweries and do some public photography. Wouldn't that be great? You go to like the freaking Bushes. I don't know what Bush is, so that's probably a really bad example. Some Denmark beer, and you went and you took a picture of it, and then put the building in like a Budweiser commercial. Or you think maybe that might be an exception? Yeah, because nobody wants to be associated with Budweiser or PBR for people like Tim.
I like
Oh,
PBR
Gary,
too.
you like? Oh, I'm sorry for your loss.
That's all right. I'll suffer my way through it.
There you go. And they're good ice cold. I'll give you that. But when when they're not ice cold, they're not so great. All right. So Ethiopia, no, with don't need consent. Yes, you do with exceptions to publish it. To publish it. And yes, you need permission to publish it commercially in Ethiopia. Does that surprise anyone about Ethiopia?
Um,
No, not at all.
Okay.
no.
No. Okay. Gary, what about you?
Surprised about what, Ethiopia?
Yeah.
Nah.
Okay.
Look, I don't mean to interrupt you or anything, but now 20 years ago, every one of these spaces would have been no, or especially the Iron Curtain countries. They'd have said
Oh,
no. Know
absolutely.
what I mean?
Well, think about it though. We just saw like
But
I
but since
saw one of
then,
the.
they want the commercialization and they want the tourists. And now, hey, come on in, come on, yeah, do whatever you want to do.
Mhm.
That's just my two
We haven't
cents.
got to Russia yet, so that's gonna be interesting to see. No, I agree with you. I think in the '80s this would have been a lot different. I think this list would have been
Oh yeah,
a lot different.
a lot
'80s,
stricter.
'70s, '60s. Oh yeah, absolutely. I concur with you on that one. All right, so Finland, no, you don't need permission. Yes, you do to publish it with exceptions. And again, commercially published with exceptions, you do need permission. All right, now we're going to France. Viva la France. Yes, with exceptions. To take pictures and then to publish them, yes, and there are exceptions to where you don't need permission. But then to publish it commercially, yes. Now, I don't know if that really surprised me about France. France is a really old society, so and French are weird anyway. So I don't know. What do you guys think? Surprised you guys with France?
Nah,
Mm, a little.
A little bit? Okay. All
I'd
right.
still like to
So
know what the exceptions are.
I know, I agree. I think the exceptions will be interesting to look up and find out.
They don't
Let's see.
have
Maybe it does. Hold on. Maybe it's the top of the list. Let's
because
see.
I see a little thing next to one of those. Oh, well, now I can't
Yeah,
see it at all.
if you click on the country on that list, it'll actually take you down what the exceptions and everything are.
Oh shit! Well, I'm gonna have to do that. Let's see. Where were we? We were at.
France.
Thank you.
No problem.
Yeah, here we go. Taking a picture of a person in a public place requires consent. See explanation below. Well, okay, that's a lot. Let's see.
Yeah, there's a lot below.
Jesus Christ, look at that. All right, so it's generally recognized both by case law and legal doctrine that consent is implied or not needed for pictures of public figures performing their public functions, just as Paul was saying, and activities not in private life, people shown in a larger group without distinction of one or more individuals, i.e., like if you're just taking a picture of, say, the Eiffel Tower or whatever, people shown in people who are present in a public location unless the depicted person is the main focus of the picture. So auditors would get in trouble for this, right? Because they tend to make the people that complain the focus of um their filming. So that person could get them in trouble with this implied part of the law. At least that's how I'm thinking it would work, right, Paul?
Yeah, correct.
Okay, good. To make sure I got that right. See, I can be smart when I want to
Can
be.
I just interject something real quick?
Go ahead, Chief.
You know what? I was there in '82. I was in Paris in '82. My military academy did an exchange program with a female military academy in Paris, and I'll tell you what, it's not like what you think. I mean, in America, you're innocent until proven guilty. In France, you're guilty until proven innocent. It's
And
a
the way
different it's a different set of standards. It's a different set of prosecution, and you have to be really careful because I'll tell you what. Even though they're our allies, they hate us.
Oh yeah.
I mean, they hate us. When
They
we
hate us
were
'cause they ain't us.
when we were in the for example, a souvenir shop. We were in a souvenir shop, and the our escort, the French speaking escort that we had to stand at the cash register because they wanted to make sure that they didn't shortchange us because the French will screw you out of every fucking thing you can. I mean, and it's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's actually real. And I experienced this. And it's like, I don't even know why they hate us because we bailed their asses, out in World War II. But they just hate us. It's not even believable.
I got to bring that up again. Sorry, guys. There we go. It froze, so I had to bring it back up. Sorry. All right.
Yeah, and that place smells horrible too. When I was out there, it was just ugh. The
France?
volume, yeah, the volume of sewage that was running through Paris was just insane.
Well, right.
Yeah, if you go on the banks of the Seine, oh my God, it smells like a freaking harbor at low tide.
Now, right, because remember, right, in Victorian era, along with England, they just kind of like put all their sewage and shit just outside, right? Did France do that too, like England did? Does anyone know? Crickets.
I don't
crickets,
remember
crickets.
that in England. I don't remember seeing anything like that.
Well, in the Victorian time, that's how they got rid of their shit.
Victorian. Oh yeah. Throw it out in the alley.
Yeah, I'm curious if France did it too during that era as well. Because they were similar. All right, moving on. So we did France. Germany. No, you do not need permission with exceptions. Yes, for public. To publish it, and forgot that. There we go. And then yes, with exceptions for France. See what is Germany? I'm sorry. Let's see what Germany has to say for. All right, here we go. Taking a picture of a person in a public space does not normally require consent if done by individuals for personal use only. Collections, storage, processing, distribution by organization, corporation, or public authorities is subject to data protection laws and requires consent with very few exceptions. That's interesting. So,
Well,
Kenny,
I'll tell you what.
Kenny?
I'll just give you my 2 cents right now. Don't mess with the German police because they will smack your ass and haul you down to the lockup. They don't play around in Germany. I'm telling you, I know this from personal because I know I've interacted with German police officers, and they're not going to take it like American police officers. They will smack your ass, throw you in the back of the van, and they will take you up to the lockup. And that's the truth.
yeah,
Kenny, I've got to bounce, mate. I've got to get kids to school.
Okay.
Thanks for having me. Cheers, buddy.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently
I've got to jump off too. Sorry, Kenny.
All right, no worries. So yeah, publishing pictures of a person in a public space requires consent, unless it's a person. Oh God, my German is really going to show here. Zeitgeschen shit. I don't know. A public figure. There we go. So auditing wouldn't work in Germany either. So we can send them to all these places. We can send these frauditors to. This is awesome.
I wish. You know what? I would actually pay money to see PayPal Patrick in Germany trying to pull his shit on the German police department in one of their offices. Oh my God, I would pay so much money for that because he would get the living shit beat out of him.
Yeah. There's a link, Lavender. Anyone else wants to join and discuss some public photography laws around the world with us?
No, she don't like us anymore.
I know. So we in Germany. Now we're in Greece. No, you don't need permission. I think that's her. Let me see. Yep. That's her.
I'm special.
Oh, she went back to her other.
No, I'm trying to get another one.
Oh, okay. Um. So,
She's just down there thinking of me. That's all.
oh. So Greece, no, you don't need permission to take a picture. No, you don't need permission to publish it. But with exceptions, you do need it to publish it commercially. Hong Kong depends on the circumstances. So they're pretty much saying we'll play it by ear. Do we like what you're doing? Do we think what you're doing is going to help us? No. Well, then guess what? The answer is no. You can't do that shit. Now I wonder what does. Let's see. Let's get some. Hong Kong. Take a picture of a person in public space does not require consent unless the party has identified seeks to identify the individual.
Yeah, but I
Okay.
think Hong Kong is different from mainland China.
Yeah. Well, yeah, it is.
It's like two different types of governments. Even though
Yeah.
Hong Kong now is like underneath the Chinese reign or nationality. Yeah, Hong Kong is a little bit more loose than the mainland China.
Okay. So generally, if the person's in a photograph in a public place is not intentionally identified, it is generally okay to take and publish a photograph, even if the persons are identifiable. So as long as you don't go and dox them, you're good in Hong Kong, apparently, generally. So someone like Brian that likes to dox people and they like to say they get in trouble for that stupid shit. Good to know.
But you have to understand that there's not a lot of internet service in mainland China. There may be
Oh
in
no.
Hong Kong, there may be in Beijing, or other major cities in China. But no, most of the people in China do not have internet service.
Mm-hmm. All right. So Hungary, yes, you need permission with exceptions. Yes, to publish it, and yes, with exceptions to.
Don't you have shoe stretchers? Don't you have shoe stretchers somewhere?
Yes, you need it with. Can we mute mics if we're not talking? We're getting a lot of like outside conversation. All right, thanks, guys.
Hey,
All
Kenny, I got to sign off. Hey, you take care of yourself. Have a good night, okay?
Okay.
See you, Chief.
All right. So Iceland, no, you don't need permission. With exceptions to publish it, and yes, commercially you do need permission. As you can see, it just goes like all the way that a lot of them just have similar laws. It's just interesting. Mexico, that's a surprise. Mexico, to publish it, you need permission, consent, and to publish it commercially, but no, just to take a picture. Let's get a little look on Mexico. Let's see. It's not required. Make require consent. Commercial use will publish or person. Dutch law. Oh, that's Netherlands. Mexico. Here we go. Oh, you got to go to a completely different website. I'm not going to do that. All right, so these are just a few. Now I want to show you guys an example of auditing abroad. Let's see. Let's go to this one. This is National Nathaniel's. Now he's done a lot of stuff. He spent a lot of time in the Philippines, and the Philippines has laws that are similar to our own when it comes to the First Amendment. So he did some reporting there, and so we're going to see how auditor is handled in the Philippines when he's doing one of his audits. So let's see. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. Share screen, Chrome tab. Here we go. Share audio. Share. All right. You guys see it? Yep. Good. I didn't even let you guys answer.
Holy
Daniel out here in the city of Manila in the Philippines. And right now I'm going to be conducting a First Amendment audit of the light rail transportation, or LRT as it is simply known. The LRT is a public transportation system that covers the city of Manila and the greater Metro Manila area. And so right now I'm going to see if the fine folks at the LRT here at the Recto station respect and honor my right to film in public. So let's check it out. What? What? What?
Bawal yun sa ginagawa mo sir.
It's a camera.
Bawal yun sir.
What?
Dito ka muna sa gilid.
No, I'm not going inside.
Bawal sir, pakiliyan na lang yan.
Oh, no, I'm outside.
Ha?
Outside. Yeah.
Ano nga sa tinukuhanan sa loob?
What?
Pakibilit na lang yan sir.
Okay. No, I can record in public. Didn't like that too much. He's gonna go tell on me. Oh. That's the security checkpoint. They're checking people coming in and out. Look at that security guard there that was hassling me just a moment ago. So they got metal detectors there. Become a little bit more sophisticated over the years. Well, she's not bothering me anymore. She got a bit butthurt earlier. Huh? What was that? What was that? We have to command from our officer. What do you guys have? Oh no, I've already checked with the mayor's office. I can, as long as I'm. Yeah, but as long as I film from the sidewalk. They said from the side, not inside, but from the sidewalk. Yeah, no, the other side. I'm just gonna get some shots. I'm a journalist from the United. I'm doing a story about the LRT, and so forth. And so that's all. I'll be on my way in just a minute. I just want to get some shots, and that's all. But I'm not gonna come inside and bother anybody. Okay. Have a good day, sir. Salamat. Salamat. Let's see. Well, I don't know. What do you guys think?
All right, so what do you guys think?
Stupid. Why are you gonna go to another country? Does the Philippines have a mayor
I'm sure they do.
in whatever city they're in?
He's in Manila.
Whatever.
I don't even care.
I'm not trying to be disrespectful to the Philippines or anything, but really, I'm sorry. I just no.
My stupid thing is.
Did you get a new picture on there, Laugh?
Yes, I do.
Oh.
That's what I've been trying to do.
Damn it. My computer froze again. I can't get back to the StreamYard.
Awesome. Good job.
Yeah, I know. All right, let me see. It's not. There we go. Thank you. That worked. All right, so so the Philippines apparently has similar public photography laws. Now, the people didn't really seem to be worried about what he was doing, as opposed to if he were to do it here. He didn't get nearly as much flack as he would if you were to do the same sort of things here, right? You notice that.
Who was that
Everyone,
guy?
that's National Nathaniel.
Not a
Okay.
huge fan.
Really?
Oh, look,
Could you
a
tell?
new picture. And there's a new picture. Oh, looking laugh.
That's me.
Oh,
It's
is
not
that
a
a
very
vest?
Oh,
good one.
You have a
hello.
vest on? Is that a vest? You have a
Oh,
vest
that's
on?
an excellent one.
It's not really a vest. No,
Looks like a vest.
it kind. Uh, it's a razorback thing.
Oh, okay. All right. So
I don't
yeah,
like.
you don't like what?
I don't like it.
Okay. So they do have mayors in the Philippines. Duarte was mayor of Davos
Really?
before president. Apparently so. Well they have a lot of. I think from my understanding, English is one of the is their national language. Well, I don't want to quote that. Hold on. I think English is it's a major language there. I know that they mostly speak Tagalog there.
What?
Tagalog. That's the Filipino language. Tagalog. I know Filipino women
Taga.
are because Filipino women are hot. They are. I'm just
Is that
saying.
where your mail order bride came from?
I don't have a mail order bride. If she did, perhaps.
Just tell people that she is.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna open up the panel if no one wants to come up. So what do you guys think about all the laws around the world? What were the most surprising for you guys? What did you find? What did you find most interesting about this topic we talked about today? I'll start with you. I think Dyra's busy, so start with you, Lavender.
I was surprised at some of them. With that you have to have consent to take an actual photo, just a
Mm-hmm.
photo, not to
Mm-hmm.
use it for anything.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was a couple other of the countries that I was surprised that they weren't more strict.
I know, right? I think China for
So
me was super surprising, especially once you hear how
we
secretive their government is.
Oh yeah.
well, we never looked up the exceptions for China though, because like all their stuff
Ah,
needed exceptions. Remember?
yeah, that's true. Yeah, and then the Canadians, and they had depends on the province.
Right. That again was kind of weird. I wouldn't have expected that from Canada.
Hmm. Yeah, Manny Pacquiao is a senator in the Philippines. That's true. I forgot to hear about that. He is.
I like him.
Yeah, Manny Pacquiao. Drug dealers in the Philippines, death on sight by any citizen. Oh, damn.
What?
That's a trip.
Oh, that's awesome.
Don't fuck with the Philippines.
No.
Jeez. I worked in Alaska for a little bit, and a lot of the people were Filipino. Oh, okay, cool. So yeah, Gary, what about you? What was some of the interesting things you learned today?
Well, I agree on the communist China for being as open as they are.
Yeah.
Now Hong Kong, that was a little bit more tight for whatever reason. I'm not real sure. It might be because of all the banking they have there.
Yeah, maybe that's true. It's a good point. Good point. I didn't think of that. But yeah, that's a very, very good point. All right. So we did a little public photography.
May says
Um,
5,000 were killed in 3 years.
Geez, that's crazy.
Wow.
Lab, you look like you're hanging on for dear life there
What you mean?
in your picture. Is that your arm around her?
What is happening?
Huh?
What do you mean?
No,
Is that my?
So,
in your picture, it's you in the background, right?
Uh huh.
Is that your arm around your? It looks like you're hanging on for dear life.
Oh, around her neck?
Yeah.
No, that's her neck. That's my cousin.
all right, so now we took a look. We took a look at a Filipino audit. Now, what do you guys say? Look at a British audit. Let's see how the
Okay.
Brits handle it. All right, so let's look at a British audit. It should be fun. See how they do it. Ah, here we go. Ashford International. So that means it might be good, right? If it's been removed 3 times.
Wow. So this is an airport?
Yeah. What's up, Josiah?
Hey,
Hello, Ken.
Josiah.
Hi. How you doing?
Hello, everyone. Not much. Good. Oh, wait a minute. I know what's going on here. Okay. I didn't have the YouTube turned off. Sorry.
So he was having his whole conversation with himself. Like, what?
Sometimes
It,
you just gotta let them go.
Yeah.
yeah. I didn't know why it was coming back talking. I was talking back at myself. It was like, okay.
Still didn't make any sense, did it?
Rookie mistake. What's up, Carl?
Carl.
Hello, Carl.
My man.
I never got or understood outing airport.
I
You
don't
know?
know. I mean, to me, like I've said it before, that's just crazy. I mean, like, really?
Well, I
Auditing.
mean, I guess
Mm.
people don't like TSA because of they don't like to be searched and stuff like that. I mean, I guess I get that,
If you don't
but
have,
it's not they can't go past TSA with their camera on though. You know?
yeah, I got held in customs
Did you?
a couple years ago
Oh wow.
because I like cocoa wheats is what they're called. It's like a almost like a chocolate grits thing,
Uh
and
huh.
they don't sell them here. So what's happening?
I was gonna let you tell your story.
Oh, so I bought some at my niece's wedding, put it in my luggage. Sure as shit, they scanned that and they were like, is this yours? Yeah.
Food.
They had to go through everything. And I was like, what did you see? And they're like, there's something in here. I'm like, oh, I know what it is. I pulled it out because they're going through all my stuff, right?
Mhm.
I'm like, ah. And my cousin's, of course, standing behind me, laughing at me. And it was the cereal.
Yeah. Food product.
Oh, see,
Yep.
When I went to Hawaii, we had to go through customs on the way back. and I didn't. Nothing ever happened to me. I know Hawaii. It's in the U.S., but because it's pretty much is its own country. I mean,
Right.
it really is. It almost is. I mean, but yeah, it was interesting. I was like, customs of Hawaii. It's like that's crazy. Didn't even
I'm
Yeah, but
realize.
almost
you,
always
pe-
picked for search.
yeah, people bring fruit and stuff like that, which
Yeah,
isn't legal. That's why they
yeah,
do it.
Okay.
Brings in germs.
California's a lot like that too.
Yeah.
oh yeah, California. You can't bring fruits or vegetables, anything like that, in from another state. Hell, you gotta make sure your car is up to snuff, or you can't bring your car in.
What?
Oh yeah, California. They.
Yeah.
I know people that have moved from were in California, moved to Texas or whatever, and then moved back to California, and they had to get rid of the car because it would cost more to get it up to snuff than to just buy a new car.
Wow.
It's California is fucking ridiculous with their shit sometimes.
Yeah, well, I knew that. But wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, right.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ah.
wow.
Oh, it's a train station, and a cretin pushing this called Marty, British guy who like SUV, furry, etc. Laughs at racism and includes it on his channel and blocks people. Well, what a asshole. Hopefully he doesn't get all racist in this video. Let's see.
If you really want to get some good TSA videos, look up Bunny Boots.
Bunny boots.
No, this is fine, thank you.
Why? Can I ask why you're filming at all?
Stay away, 2 meters.
Yeah. Well, why are you filming today, sir?
Why can't I?
Yeah, but why are you filming the booking hole in?
Because I can't draw.
Pardon?
I can't draw.
You can't draw.
I can't draw pictures, so I'm filming.
Yeah, but
That's a stupid ass.
Stupid.
Yeah, it
Stupid
is.
ass reason.
Okay.
Is there any reason why I can't?
I can't draw. That's why I'm taking pictures. What? Get the fuck out of here. Moron.
I mean, it's pretty ridiculous when you're standing outside and filming in.
Yeah, I mean, that should tell you something right there. He won't go in.
Yep.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, didn't get a reaction there. Let's go look in another door.
Right.
He said he can't draw. That's why he's filming.
Uh,
Wow. Costello used that line before, huh? You're just as bad, dude. Just as bad. It's a horrible line. What's Apollonia? Where's Taco, Apollonia? Go get Taco. There's these Hispanic guys that buy up old Toyota trucks. Oh, he's sleeping.
Carry on.
He's fired. Tell him he's fired when he wakes up. Why can't you just give it to her, Lavender?
Yeah, let me just post it in chat.
Gone to
Well,
tell
not
the
post
police
it in
I'm
chat. Why don't you
filming.
give her? Never mind. Yeah, that's a good point.
Hello.
I'm sorry, my mute was on. I had no idea.
That's
Yeah,
a real
you know.
policeman.
Afternoon. All right, thank you. Badge number, please.
Oh God.
Oh, Jesus. They do it
And your
that
badge
too.
number, please, or your collar number.
I'll tell you what, I'll give you my name as well. PC Clopperty. You can call me Paul if you like.
And your collar number.
87298.
Right. Fine, thank you.
I won't keep you long because I've got somewhere else to be.
Okay.
Just to help us put at ease. I mean, I haven't got a problem with you filming, but staff are a bit concerned about it.
That's their problem.
All right. Just
There's no law against it.
absolutely not. I'm for the record, just so you know, I'm very experienced about having a phone thrown in my face. All right. I've been on YouTube loads of times. All right. It's not a new experience for me. Okay. I'm going to quickly go in a minute. All right, I haven't got a problem with what you're doing.
Okay.
But I must inform you, you are being recorded on our body worn videos just for this encounter.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, fine.
Staff have just made an inquiry. They want to know why you're filming. I thought we'll have a quick chat with you and then I'll move on.
By the way, anybody that looking for my email or my Google Voice number, it's in the back. It's at the end of all my videos, and also if you go into the About section of my page, you can send me links. You can send me just "fuck you, Kenny." You can send me "hey dirtbag" or "hey Kenny, you're cool."
You're giving me
That's all
so
good.
many ideas.
Well, see, there you go. Anyway, just in case anybody was curious how to contact me, you have two ways. You can either do it by Google Voice or you can do it through email. And it's in the back of my page and also in the end of all videos. Just FYI.
It's just something to do. I just, there's no law. Even their own website says I can go in there and film if I wanted to.
Public place.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh,
So,
are you quite apprehensive about the police?
no.
Yeah, but you can't trick me, Trav. You
There's
can't
no
trick
law.
me. You can't trick me. Some people can trick me, but you can't because I already have your number, so you can't trick me.
I know.
Even their own website says I can go in there and film if I
I
wanted to.
can call you a dirtbag here.
So,
are you quite apprehensive about the police?
No.
That's true, Flash. You can.
I just go around I go around police stations. I go around train stations. That's just something I do.
He's going, you're the dumbass.
All right, I'll leave you alone then.
Okay then.
I ain't got a problem. What's your name?
No, I'm sorry, we'll get that.
Oh, there we go. One of them, are you?
Yep.
One of them.
Yeah.
All right. Well, just remember, you've got my badge number, haven't you?
Yes, thank you very much.
If you put your Batman badge out, you'll need me before I need you. If you want help, remember that.
Yep. Thank you, officer.
Have a nice day.
You too.
Damn.
Where is your office? Where is your head office?
Who is it?
No, where is it?
Where? Central London.
Oh, is it?
Central
Oh, you haven't got
London.
one around here.
Huh?
You haven't got an office around here. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, but your transport, please, haven't you got a headquarters of your own?
Yeah, Central London.
Oh, is that where it is? Yeah.
He's got great skills.
Mm.
England.
Yeah. Oh, where's
Most
your
skilled
police
auditor
station
I've
here in
ever
Ashford?
Where?
Yeah. Thank you for your help.
I do like those hats the police are wearing, the little checkered thing around them. That's pretty cool.
Reminds me of Chicago.
Yeah, I've done that, and it told me it was that building.
Chicago has that too.
Yeah, but you know what that is according to Well Pyramid? That's a Masonic Masonic sign because it's black and white checkered.
Yeah, what's all this been? We're taking a look at a British audit. We took a look at a Filipino one. Now we're looking at a British audit. Oh, she's got a lovely beret in her hair. Did he actually walk in this time?
It looks like it, but you can never tell with Zoom.
Delete my image, please.
I know.
Can you delete my image, please?
If you didn't want to see your image, you should have come out, should you?
You took my image
I
without
can't see you through the glass.
my image without my permission, and I don't know what you're going to use it for. I'm asking you politely to delete my image.
No, you're in public.
I'm not in public.
Yeah.
I'm in the railway station.
Yeah, it's public. It's a public place. Yes, it is.
My image without
The policeman just told me.
my image without my permission. You're not allowed to take member staff's image without my permission. And you're not allowed to film here at all.
I am. It's a public place. You allow the public in here, so it's a public place. Look up your own website. Look up your own website.
We didn't get down to them and the photography laws, did we?
Britain? Yeah, we did.
Oh.
Ollie, I just looked at Bunny Boots' site. He's got 22 videos on the TSA.
Jeez, okay.
You want any?
I'll look up and we'll look it up after this.
I thought he said, "Do you want me?"
Oh, he said, "Do you want any?" Jesus.
I thought he said,
Get
"You want
your,
me?"
get your guys' mind out of the gutter. You guys aren't backstage now, okay?
That's what I heard.
That's what you heard too, Carl. See, it wasn't just.
Well, then
me.
all three of you need to get out your damn. Is it Buddy Boots Inc.?
Yep.
He's got.
Look
wow.
the playlist. Look at the playlist, Kenny.
All right.
Might be in a playlist rather than going through all of them.
First Amendment Friday series. Oh, interesting. Why you don't harass videographers while they're this should be interesting.
In a private chat. Yeah, if you go through his list of videos in his main video vault there, I ran all the way down to the bottom. I did a search on TSA, came up with 22 videos.
Okay.
Some of them are a bit old. Oh, yeah, 362 as well, by the
I
way.
hate 360.
You're not a fan of 360 either. Hey, look at that. We found a TSA one. Nobody wants to be bothered in TSA.
You're already pissed off enough that you got to undress.
Right?
I believe this was before that.
You know what I like to do?
What's that,
I like
Carl?
to take a Viagra.
Y'all all need to get your damn minds out of the damn gutters. Y'all are
You
hearing
can't
what
yell
y'all
at
think
her.
y'all
You
hearing.
can't yell at her. That's my love. That's my sweet baby right there, Apollonia.
I like to take a Viagra and demand a pat down.
A Viagra?
That's great, Carl.
That's a good representation of them. They're standing around. They're almost as bad as Caltrans.
Why did we cut?
Our subject.
Is it the pillar right there, or was it the guy that just walked by?
The guy.
Him.
Yeah. Or maybe it's that guy.
You really can't keep an arrow
or maybe
up for them.
Or maybe it's this guy.
I don't know where to look.
I think it's the TSA agent.
Or maybe it's Secret Squirrel.
Carly, there.
Well, I have nothing to say.
Oh, okay. You don't answer questions?
Oh, how we've been showing too
I
many auditing videos. Carl's
Yeah.
trying to relate to them.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I just said I have nothing to say.
Hey, man, what's
Okay.
up with the camera? I don't really appreciate you taking my picture.
I'm just filming the TSA checkpoint.
Yeah, but you filming me.
Do they have a problem with the TSA filming you? Because they got 5
I
cameras.
don't care about them. I care about what you do.
Well, I'm allowed
Exactly.
to film
Okay, well
anything in
then, you
public.
know what?
And you're in public. So you
You
have
know
no
what?
expectation of
You know
privacy in
what?
public.
You need. Well, I don't
You
care
need
if
your
I'm in
ass beat.
public. You don't have no business taking my picture. I ain't ask you, did I?
No, but you walked in front of my camera.
No, I didn't walk in front of your camera. You got your camera
I
pointed at
pointed.
me.
I got my camera pointed at them.
All
Now,
right.
if you walk through my field of view, you walk through my field of view.
Well,
Just how life
No
is.
shit.
Yeah. If I find my thing in anything, you got a problem. What's your? I need to get your information since you want to just take pictures of me.
I don't
About
have
that.
to. I don't have to give you my information.
Well then, what the heck, man? So, what makes you gives you the right to do that anyway?
First Amendment.
Listen, I don't give a damn about no First Amendment. You don't have no business taking my picture.
First Amendment's in the Constitution. It's what establishes the basis for most of our laws in the United States.
I'll sue you, but man, you gotta find anything of mine. Amendment alone.
The First Amendment has nothing to do with the citizens. It's in reference to the government.
Go ahead.
Because if I ever see my stuff on you, I'm remembering.
It for
Also, to
tat,
give you a
huh?
heads up, there has been court cases that have been fought over this, and they cite it as long as I'm not using it
Noli.
for commercial purposes, which I am not using this for
Well,
commercial
that's
purposes.
what see, man, I don't want you to take my picture. That's just it.
Noli, you better get your ass up here.
Okay. But as I stated, you have no expectation of privacy when you're out in public.
I tell you one thing, I told you, like I told you again, if my stuff come out somewhere, I'm coming.
You're making this really difficult. Now I have to like copy and paste your number and then put it in the email.
are you talking to me?
Yes.
Oh no, copy and paste.
I know.
I gotta give that index finger a workout.
I know. God damn it.
I haven't yet acquired that skill.
All right, let's try this again.
Yeah, he's like, you walked into
Copy.
my field of view. He has a 360 camera.
Oh, hold on, I think someone's trying to come up. It is Noli. Well, it's about time, girl.
It
What's
is
up?
just me.
How are you?
Nothing.
We already saw this. We don't need to see this again.
No.
I've been a lazy bastard all day.
Oh, so I tried to get. I stayed on after you were done with your thing, but I guess you were. Oops, no, that's not right. Let's not do that. There we go. All right, hold on. Hold on. I'm sorry. I can't do two things at once, so I have to do this real quick.
Yeah, no, I understand. I can't either. I can't do one thing at once.
All right, let me see.
Shit
I should
says
have an email. Let's see. I
rookie
do
up
have
there,
an email.
Kenny. Sheesh.
I am. All right, here we go. So I have that. Reply.
Jeez, Kenny. You act like you've never sent an email.
Hey, that shit can be hard, man.
Sorry, I'm
Mine
making
is
you do so
wonky.
much work.
Exactly.
Hey,
It's because you and Apollonia are pretty cool, so I'm willing to do this work for you guys.
Thank
what do you guys
you.
think of King's Palace?
All right, Apollonia is sent. See, that wasn't too bad. Now go ahead, Noli. What's up?
Oh, King's Palace. I was wondering what you thought about him. I can't
King's
remember
Palace.
what you used. Yeah.
I did an interview with him.
You did?
This is when he was really had his he
His
was
old
trying to
name?
no, yeah, when he was yeah, what was his name before? Whatever his name was before. And he was doing some stuff with Anselmo, and Anselmo apparently turned his back on him, so he turned his back on Anselmo. He did a bunch of videos on Anselmo. And so we talked. We did an interview. I did one on his channel. And yeah, he's all right. I mean, from
He's
what I
like
remember, he's a good cat.
he's like a he reminds me a little bit of you, but more towards this side of the fence over here on
Yeah,
this side, you know.
yeah,
But
no, agreed.
not by much.
No. He again, if auditor or somebody does something that is wrong, he's not afraid to call them out on that. And he definitely called Anselmo and actually was able to get Anselmo to confirm that he buys subscribers.
That's funny.
So yeah, but yeah, he's interesting. So were you able to get the video together for Schrodinger's cat that you wanted to?
Oh, I hadn't even. I emailed him to ask him how he wanted it, the information, and I even texted him too. And he's messaged me back, but won't answer my questions. So I could give fucking a flying fuck less.
Yeah, if they don't get back to you, there's not much you can do about it there, right?
Nope. And honestly, well, not just during and before. I had a feeling beforehand that he was going to not reciprocate as far as, I told him, if you have any questions, please let me know ahead of time so I can have the proper answers for you.
Okay.
I made sure and gave him all my notes and all the paperwork that would cite my notes because I thought we were going a different direction.
Okay.
And for him to never give me anything, and we spoke for a good 30 minutes before the show even started, for him to never give me any of those questions so I had time to look up answers that I knew were correct. To just put me on the spot like that and then, name call even after I left. I mean, I left the talkie end of it, but I was still on the YouTube page
Mm-hmm.
with my nurse and my daughter in the room.
Mm.
And so it slightly irritated me
Yeah, I can
because,
understand that.
I thought that he was an adult. He can't be held responsible for what was said in his feed. But what was said from his mouth, he's 100% responsible for. And he just kept, hell, he was yelling at me because he was yelling at me because he was yelling at me. How the hell that made any fucking sense, I don't know. Because I was polite as fuck the entire time.
Okay.
And
Yeah. So Yoda. So Julie says you're being dishonest. Yoda says you were railroaded. I didn't watch the whole thing, so I can't really comment. I saw parts of it, and parts I saw were horrible. I didn't think so. I mean, yeah, you sounded like it. I'll do admit it did sound like you weren't very prepared for the. I think you'll be one of the first people to say you weren't nearly prepared for it. Not at least not in the iteration that you thought it was going to be in. Um, but I think if you put out the information that maybe you didn't know at the time and just put it out there. I mean, at least hey, there people know you know it, and they're that you weren't being
well,
um,
hell, grab it right now.
yeah.
Didn't you say somebody said I was being dishonest?
That's what someone said. Yeah.
Yeah, you can read my lower back.
So Cameron watching. What's up, Taco? Taco's up from his nap, I guess. Good nap, Taco. You dream of Apollonia? I bet you dreamt of Apollonia, didn't you? Goddamn Taco.
Yeah, but Taco's playing
Oh, hey, hold
games at
on,
6 o'clock in
finally.
the morning. What in the
6 o'clock,
morning?
9 o'clock,
Yeah.
12 o'clock.
Man, I'll be like, I'll I'll just wake up for no reason. I'll check YouTube and it's like 4 a.m. Tacos already. You're like, God damn, Taco. It's kind of early.
I know. Damn.
Right? I mean, I like to play video games too, but
AJ does that. AJ does. He'll stay up till dawn sometimes playing a video game. It's crazy.
oh
And
man,
then
I've done it. I stayed up all night playing Skyrim before, just trying to get far in it. Yeah, because once you get into it, there's time disappears. The clock, sense of time disappears. You just start playing, like Carl, like you in RuneScape or whatever you're playing, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, time just disappeared. Carl wouldn't even come on YouTube and come on our streams because Carl is too busy playing his little video games. He likes video games more than he likes us, and that offends me. I'm offended,
highly offended, huh?
highly offended.
Careful. Somebody wants to get put on the bite list.
Uh-oh.
He says I start playing when I wake up. Well, there you go. Hey, that works. We have to find a way to play like some sort of we'll get like a Taco versus Kenny channel, and then we'll like play some like one-on-one games. That'll be fun, right?
With VF.
Yeah. Oh, Taco versus Kenny versus VF. That would be fun. But if VF likes to play the shooter games, I don't do good with the shooter games.
Oh, I like shooter games.
Yeah, I'm not a fan of the shooter games. Now, fucking some Mario Kart, I'll fuck all of them up in some Mario Kart, boy.
No.
I'll fuck everyone up.
I will hand you your ass.
You will try and you will fail. You will try and you will fail. That's just all the.
Well,
you want me to bring this up?
It on.
You want me to bring this up, Noli?
Yeah.
Oh, there we go. What are we looking at?
Okay, so right here is the answer to all the questions that he kept asking. I couldn't, I didn't want to say something and not have the citation there. Like in my hand. Because no matter what I would have said, he would have just said, oh, bullshit, oh, bullshit, oh, bullshit. And without me saying, here, look, it's right here, it would have been just a waste of my breath.
Okay.
But this right here is how the denial itself for him bringing that stuff in violated federal law.
Okay. So what exactly what was denied? Oh, you're talking about the denial of this is in reference to blind justice, right?
Yeah, because that's what he was tripping on me about. And like telling me, show me where it says that, his rights were violated when they told him no, he couldn't bring, all this stuff in, and just holy fucktown.
Okay, well where does it say that here?
Okay, well,
I mean, I'm not trying to get. I'm seeing it.
Yeah, I feel like you're doing exactly what he did, and I'm about to fucking get snappy.
Oh no, I'm not trying to do that. I'm curious.
I know you're not. I'm just letting you know that's how I'm feeling. So, federal law under the ADA dictates you are required to explain how granting my request is a fundamental change, not just merely claim it is. The subpart does not require a public entity to take any action that can demonstrate would result in a fundamental alteration in the nature of service. So he's not, or the program or the activity, or an undue financial and administrative burden. So he wasn't going to cost the courts a fucking dime. Nothing had to be given to him. So they didn't have to accommodate or give him anything or provide him with anything. He already had it. He had everything he needed. Them denying him that stuff, and I'm losing my voice. This is ridiculous. So them denying him that stuff, a public entity has the burden of proving that the compliance was with this subpart would result in such alteration or burdens. The decision that compliance would result in such oh, I already read that line. God damn it. Kenny, you read this shit. I can't fucking do it right now.
See it right now. Let's see. The decision that compliance would result in such alteration or burdens must be made by the head of the public entity or his or her designee after considering all resources available for use in the funding and operation of the service, program, or activity, and must be accompanied by a written statement of the reasons for reaching that conclusion. Wow, my eyesight's pretty good. If an action required to comply with this subpart would result in such an alteration or such burdens, a public entity shall take any other action that would not result in such an alteration or such burdens, but would nevertheless ensure that to the maximum extent possible, individuals with disabilities receive the benefits or services provided by the public entity. Okay, I
Courthouse is not a public entity.
I see what you're saying, and I would agree with you. But yeah, see that's the thing of the courthouse, and also again they already see the alteration would be them allowing videographers inside and filming in the courthouse, and they don't do that. You know,
Well, I don't know. I got like a bunch of emails back from lawyers and shit too that I got half of them that agree with you guys and the other half that is, on the other side of it. I would love to hear this shit argued in court. I'd love to hear it argued in federal court so that way it is fucking cut and dried.
Yes.
I know damn well that if somebody told me, nope, you can't bring that in, you better put out a bench warrant then, because
I think I'm with you on that. I would like to see this taking up at a federal level just so you can get we get an answer that way. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is the way it's going to be, the way it is. But unfortunately, I'm thinking that the courts are probably going to side with the other courts in this. I'm like, well, yeah, there's no recording in there. Because, I mean, again, a video doesn't help a blind person at all, right? I think there's no argument there.
Here, I'll give
video
you
is absolutely
I
not.
have a thing from Harvard Law about the unspoken word in a courthouse, and the reason that you cannot have a judge that is blind is the same reason that you someone who is blind deserves to either have his thingy hooked up so that somebody over an earpiece can tell him who is standing where and what is being said non-verbally in between people.
Are you aware that type of accommodation was offered?
I didn't see anything like that in the paperwork I saw.
Did you see the letter that was written to his lawyer by the judiciary?
Not to his lawyer, but to him.
Well, see that the judge didn't write it to him because that's ex parte. That's against the law. He has to write it to his lawyer. And he did. Okay. He offered him several accommodations. He refused.
Yeah, see, no, he wanted it.
I know what you guys are saying, and I'm not going to fucking argue with a single one of you sons of bitches about it tonight. I ain't got it in me. But,
excuse me, ma'am, I'm just stating facts. I'm not arguing with you. I'm just stating facts.
I get that, and we are of a difference of opinion, but No,
it's not. I'm not giving an opinion. I'm stating a fact. Would you like to see, if there's some way I can get it to you, I'll give you a copy of the letter.
Yeah, Kenny's got my email.
Yeah,
okay. I'm so crabby. I don't want to crap out on anybody, you guys.
Now, why are y'all making me give emails and all this crap out, man?
Oh, I'm gonna put it in the private.
We like making you work.
Paulie, I can give it. Yeah, Paulie, I can give it to you via direct message in Discord, so you're not revealing anything. Plus, I got your email address anyway.
Oh, there you go.
Um, so
Hey, what's up, Cat?
in the courts there in Arizona, now I get that every state is different, and that's
Yep.
why I'd like to see this go to a federal court. That way it can, oh God, that way it can be across the board, every fucking state the same. Because I am no more disabled here than I am in any other state. And neither is my father, and neither are half the people that I fucking know anymore, because all I know is a bunch of damn cripples. Maybe in one of them. But when you lose your legs, or you lose your ability to see, or you lose your ability to hear, and I hope it doesn't ever happen to you, but if it does, you will understand exactly where the point I am coming from, or the area that I'm coming from at this. Now, he was willing to leave his GoPro out of it, but his phone with all his applications so that he could remain independent. For that to be stripped of him, for him to not be allowed that, and then his friend to not even be next to him or near him in the courtroom, but have to sit back in the benches, being of no help to Mike at all. So there was no point there. He had nobody there that he truly trusted, and he had no device to help him be independent and get the information himself, the same way that you would take in the information yourself. The unspoken word in a courtroom is, there is federal case law on that. And that's, again, one of the reasons why you can't have a blind judge. And if a blind judge, or if a blind lawyer cannot be a judge, then how can somebody stand trial blind and not be able to take in all the information for themselves and be convicted of a non-crime, which that is the one thing that all the lawyers did agree with me on, or will agree with, I guess, this side of the fence on, that I've spoken with, because I went to one of those attorney forums. Some of them were dickheads, but all of them agreed that in North Carolina, what happened to Mike that night there at the church was illegal, and they need to appeal this case because he should not have been found guilty, period, because there was no law broken at all during that time. There was no law broken, and I sent them the tape. They saw everything.
Yeah, it's the same medal. Do you see it on his hat? The one in the middle? That's the same medal I got right here. I'm sorry.
I'll say that one more time. I couldn't hear you.
No, I was just making a comment on something that was on television of my wife. Paulie, I sent it to you in private message. Or DM, whatever.
Paulie. You call me Paulie, not Paulie.
Hey, Paulie.
Oh, my throat.
You're not on Paulie's show. You're on my show, NJ.
Oh, I'm sorry, Kenny.
I'm sorry for cutting out.
I'll be right in the morning, but I doubt it.
Okay, yeah, her email's in the chat now, so if you want to see it.
All right, hang on.
Yeah, so but I think the thing is what NJ saying, and if you find it to be true that he was offered all of these things that you were saying that he wasn't offered when he was offered it, right? And he just denied it, then I think it goes to say the next thing would be he simply wanted it his way and he couldn't get it his way. He wasn't willing to concede. Now,
I'm pretty sure there's a copy of it here somewhere, I think.
So
all right, Kenny, now you have it.
Do I? Let me see. Oh, you sent it to me?
Yeah, DM and Discord.
Oh, okay. Let me take a look at it. So I can take a look at it too. That's something interesting to see if that was sent to him. Then pretty much he's just being, he's being a dick, then honestly.
Well, it wasn't sent to him. It was sent, like I said, it's sent to his lawyer because the
But
judge in a case that's
why would his lawyer?
adjudicating a case can't communicate with the defendant.
Well, why would his lawyer not show it to him though?
He did.
He did.
That's what I figured. So then he did see it. So then if he saw it and he still said no, I'm just not going to do it, then he's just doing it to be a dick because he wanted it his way.
No, he tried to appeal the decision because it was.
Okay.
Yeah, he did try to appeal the
Fair enough.
decision. They wouldn't even let him get that far.
Okay, fair enough. Oh, damn, that's a big ass letter, isn't it? No, it's only 3 pages.
I think it's 3 pages.
So it says it's 3 pages. All right.
Yeah, 3 pages. That's all.
But like the stuff that as far as accommodations go, it should be like all in like one paragraph towards the bottom of one of them pages.
Right. Okay. All right, here we go.
Somebody needs to clean or refile all my files in my computer because they're all fucked up.
All right, here we go. So, ask your clients, alluding to the providing more suitable modifications to accommodate his many disabilities. The court has agreed to have a special. All right, hold on, guys.
What are we holding on to?
The court has agreed to have a special setting for your client. The matter is set for Friday, October 2nd, 2020 at 9 a.m. in courtroom D, as in David. Your client's case will be the only one heard that day. The only people present will be you, your client, the district attorney and or assistant district attorney and or his or her staff, the judge, the bailiffs, the clerk, and a witness for your client and or the state. The court will allow your client to have someone, in parenthesis, one person other than his attorney, there to assist / comfort him.
Jimmy.
Molly, darling.
They made him
Yeah.
the person who was in there with him to assist him and help him. They made him go sit in the benches, not like be there to help him
How do we know that?
because they both said so.
In the videos?
No, like
I never heard him say that in the videos
I
when
know.
they came out of the court.
no.
Well, that's the thing. The matter is set for Friday, October 2nd, 2020 at 9 a.m. And what was he charged with and jailed for? Failure to appear at that appointed time in that appointed place.
And
So this agreement was null and void when he failed to appear.
That's right.
I don't understand. What are you saying?
I'm saying that this letter was for that court hearing that day at 9 a.m. in courtroom D.
Oh, and since there wasn't another one for the day that he did go to court, that's why it went down the way that it did.
I don't know. I wasn't there.
I was there. No, I wasn't.
All the way
Colin
from
over there.
down under, eh?
Well, then we're all just kind of speculating here or going by what they've been told.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, well then I don't have the energy for this.
Hi, Nolly.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Hi,
I'm
darling.
sorry. I've been crabbing out up here.
You've been doing some big ass long streams, I see.
That wasn't me. Well, it was me. I was on there for a couple hours.
Yeah, I saw you this morning. I saw a stream this morning, and I went on, and I'm like, hey, that doesn't sound like Noli at all.
No, last night you had a big long one.
Yeah, I went to sleep and I don't know who I left in my thing, but I was done.
They went for hours.
That's the second time I've done that, where I just left people in my StreamYards and just bailed on them and went to bed.
That's all good.
She left Assassin and I and went to take a shower and never came back.
I came back. I sat down in front of the screen, and like
We
I
were
grabbed
gone.
the keyboard. I grabbed the keyboard and just out. I don't remember anything else after that.
Yeah.
Nolly in the shower.
Ew.
Noli and Lav,
It was
Noli and
making
Lavender
fun.
together in the shower.
Oh, my next foursome.
Yeah.
Easy.
Oh my god!
Yeah.
I think you guys would be blinded for life. That's how blind Justice lost his vision. I'm telling you. Walked in on me in the bathroom, saw me naked, lost his eyesight.
That's
your
why
area 51.
See, Jimmy, we wouldn't be allowed in. They'd only want Gary there, so we're kind of shit out of luck on that one.
Oh, you're
No,
just jealous.
Kenny,
And Carl.
Kenny, ask
Gary
Nolly
and
about
Carl.
her area. Kenny, ask Nolly about her area 51.
What about Area 51, Noli?
Oh, there's no massacres there this week. We're golden. It's Area 51, nice and happy, smooth sailing, good times.
Nothing
It's
ever
a private
happened.
joke. It's a private joke.
Oh, okay, I got you. Okay. Why would you
It
ask
is
me?
now. That's what it is named now, though, because of
No
you guys.
private jokes in public.
Take a cold shower, Jimmy.
Hey, I'm getting you cash in here, Kenny. But don't
You
win.
are. Thank you for the super chats, head. Yeah, that's some funny shit, dude. So, what did you guys think of? What did you guys think of? Speaking of Area 51, that remember back in September, the raid on Area 51 that turned out to be a whole lot of nothing.
Yeah, that was all BS. That
right? Did
that
you
was
know the
worldwide
government,
viral.
the FBI actually visited this dude before it happened to see how serious he was? It was ridiculous because everyone was so worried about it.
Well,
That-
sure,
I'm with-
because they're going
I'm
to
with
shoot
Tage.
your ass.
Oh,
You're gonna
absolutely.
be dead.
Absolutely. It's a good thing they didn't do it because it would have been really bad.
Kenny, like an American Air Force base is going to let the general public anywhere near it.
Hell no. Especially when they got all
unless
that
they want them there for an open day or whatever, you know what I mean? Some sort of carnival or whatever.
Especially when they have all kinds of like, I mean, even, let's put it. Even if they don't have, they obviously have experimental things there. It's a secret base. They have experimental planes, experimental things. So of course they're not just going to let anyone in there. And I think that's the thing. It's because they're so secret, people don't realize that they think that they have the aliens there. And actually, that's where Taco Josh escaped from, as we can see. So Apollonia, like an alien, just letting you know.
Wait a minute. Dr. Josh escaped from Area 51. Think about that a second.
Yeah, Kenny, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but it used to be that there was a set of ridges, mountains, that people used to use telephoto lenses to try to photograph what was on the base. And it was privately owned land, but they got permission to be on it. Well, guess what? The Air Force bought those mountains.
Yep.
Oh, wow.
That's just crazy.
Kenny, they're doing shit there, but good or bad, they just don't want the public to know.
Yeah.
And guess what? They're not
We're
really
not,
doing
we're not
anything
children.
there.
We're adults. You know, you can feed so much bullshit, but we don't believe it all.
Yeah, and they're really not doing anything there anymore, mainly because everybody goes there. And don't you think that now that it's public knowledge that the Russians and the Chinese don't have satellites over it?
Yeah, exactly.
And everything in Area 51 is basically underground anyhow. So you're not going to see much.
No, not at all. Oh, we lost Lavender.
Believe me, they've moved all the super secret stuff somewhere else.
Yeah.
Yes, all in my basement.
Put the link back up. Maybe we can have an interview with an actual alien here. Taco, just want to come up? We can have an interview with you, and we can have his lady friend come up and defend him. Apollonia and Taco, come on up.
Yeah,
talk with
wifey.
talk with the alien and his wife.
Where'd that purple Mexican go?
Lavender, I don't know where Lavender went. She just kind of like took
Probably
off
went
without
to
even saying
comb her,
bye.
probably went to comb her feet. She doesn't need Ugg boots. She's got hairy feet. That's how.
She's back.
He's back.
Oh shit!
Quit
I'm in trouble
talking
now.
about me.
What was that?
The
Yeah.
purple taco.
There it is.
That's what we
I
call it
see
from now
she's
on,
Oh
in
Kenny. The
my
purple
lord.
Hey,
taco.
for Sexy Planet. Nice.
excuse me. Hey, Kenny, are you in the Massel report in Discord?
I'm in a Discord. Yeah, yeah, I
Yeah.
am.
Go to 624 earlier this evening. Walker Stalker posted a new fad,
Walker
a new
Stalker.
fashion.
Walker stalker. Kenny, lavender Mexican. That's like the purple taco, isn't it?
Yeah. All right. So
Ah,
You're
it's not
right.
gonna be
tacos.
620. It's not gonna be 624 for me. Oh, Walker Stalker. Okay.
Taco's ex-wife here.
Oh, what the
Yeah,
hell is
it's all
that?
making sense.
Kenny,
What the hell's on those jeans?
put May's comment up.
How do you know it's an ex?
Because he's with Apollonia Crush now. Or maybe you shouldn't hear about that.
Apollonia is my sweet.
Oh,
I don't know. She wants
go
to defend
taco.
tacos. She wants to defend tacos and how sweet it really be. There is no defense for tacos.
They've moved it to Omaha's house. Good
Yeah.
on you, mate. Come on, mate. Get up here. Jimmy's here. I'll look after you. Come on, mate. Time to get over your fear.
Oh, and there is Taco.
Hello,
There's the
Taco.
taco, and we've got the purple taco.
Hello. I can neither confirm nor deny my color.
All right, that works.
I will not play the race card like a famous
Omaha.
auditor.
No, I'm not crabbing out no more. I'm sorry. You guys can speak freely.
We
I
speak freely.
censor
No, you're
yourself.
Nolly,
fine.
we love you, darling.
No, no, no one.
Hey,
Yeah,
Nolly, how'd you go on Schrodinger's the other day? Did you feel like KO, or do you feel like you were hammered, or what? What's your perspective on that interview?
It was all I got ya instead of a two-way conversation like he said it was going to be.
I never saw it, but from what I heard, you got a bit of a beating in chat.
Yeah. There's a few people whom are super nice to me all the time.
I don't know if it's by her or not.
Yeah.
Who said some seriously fucked up shit about me, and
yeah, that's not cool,
as soon
darling.
as I see them and I'm not a mod, I'm blocking them. I have no time for people like that.
Yeah, that's not.
No
Nolly,
time.
you and I probably disagree on a lot of things, but we still respect each other, and we're always courteous to each other.
Well, why wouldn't you be? I mean,
Yeah.
holy crap.
There's a way of doing shit, I believe, and there's a way of handling things.
Absolutely. Me and Noli don't see eye to eye on the whole blind justice thing, but she's still my Noli.
Oh,
yeah,
I love you guys.
She's a darling. How can you not like Noli?
Yeah.
Seriously.
Exactly.
I don't know. I annoy myself all the time, so I don't know how you guys put up with me.
And I told you, Noli, not to take it seriously. We had that long conversation before you went on.
Yeah, I know. And I guess I just expected better of him.
Yeah. Because I heard you copped an absolute plastering over there. We were here, weren't we, Kenny, when that was we were here while you were over there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
We're waiting for you to come by.
Like you say, it wasn't just from him. It was like the worst of it was in that feed. And holy fuck. Like, wow.
Yeah, I watched the feed.
Wasn't Blind Justice your neighbor or something?
Wasn't he what, honey?
Your neighbor? Didn't he live in the same
he was my neighbor. He lived right down the road.
Yeah. So people got to accept that. Oh, it's a better word? What's a better word than biased, Kenny? You're not biased, but you're friendly with the guy, and
Yeah.
you're
And I
gonna
have
take
like
whatever he
I have
says with a
personal
grain.
knowledge and experience with him, as far
Yeah.
as like his doctor appointments and his past. I've seen pictures and I've seen paperwork and crap and stuff that nobody else has seen because they don't know him like that.
Is he blind?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Has he got any sight at all?
He can kind of see shadows of light, but or shadows of color.
We're getting
But
there.
it's so jumbled that he doesn't know what that is that's in front of him, or if it's really in front of him, or if there's two of them, or there's one of them.
So how does he do that wakeboarding shit? Or was that
Well,
from years ago?
he's being pulled behind a boat. He's not driving the boat.
Yeah.
And the rest of it is just like, riding a horse. It's all in your body.
Instinct or whatever. Yeah.
Well, they got blind.
You
They
you
got
don't
blind
need to-
surfers.
How
Yeah.
does he play the Pokemon Go? Because I've played that in the
Oh,
past,
he
and that
has a
is
special application that is specifically for blind people. And he has this little
Sorry,
toy.
Nolly.
He has this little
Is
toy
his
thing.
eyesight degenerating? Is it getting worse, or
Yeah,
is
yeah.
so he could
A year
see a
and a
little
half
while
ago,
ago,
he could still see okay-ish, like he could make
but
shit out, but there was just two of everything.
it's progressively going to get worse and worse and worse as he gets older.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I can live with that, Kenny.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree too. Like, and blind people do all kinds of things. Like, there's a blind person that climbed Mount Everest. I mean,
You
shit.
see that dude
Yeah,
who shot that
amazing.
deer? I posted it. I posted a video, and his name is something blind. No justice for the blind, or something like that.
Yeah.
But he has a video, and he shoots two deer in one night. He gets a doe and he gets a buck. And he has no eyes. He was shot in the head. He just like my father. He has no eyeballs. They're not his. The ones that are in his head are just made of coral.
Yeah. And Kenny, with what I know of Nolly, she doesn't lie. I will,
Nolly's very
I'll vouch
honest.
for this lady. If she believes it, I'm happy to take her word for shit.
And if she's wrong, she's not afraid to admit if she's wrong on something.
Yeah.
No, I hate it, but I'm not afraid to do it.
We all hate eating humble pie, but we all do it every now and again. Don't worry about that.
No, dude, it tastes yucky.
Yeah. Tastes like
Hey,
lavender's
Jimmy.
cooking.
I'm kind of jealous of Job of the Gums at the moment. I've had this
Why?
toothache for like 2.5 days now. Oh,
Yeah, that's wrong.
He's a fucking mess, that guy. He's an absolute mess.
I know. For being, in his late 50s, the guy is in horrible shape.
He's got the body of an 80-year-old. He's fat. He's on oxygen. He's had a pacemaker. He's fat. He needs a walker. He's fat. He's slobbers. No teeth. He's fat.
He's fat.
Did I mention he was fat?
No,
I think you did.
Oh,
No.
sorry. Just in case he's fat. Yeah, what a disgrace.
Jimmy,
And
did
there's
you know
no
he was
way
fat?
he is capable. No, I think he's. There's no way that guy's capable of getting a boner to please his wife. And it's
Jimmy,
not
do
his
you know his-
wife, it's his carer. And
Jimmy,
he's fat.
Jimmy, I found out his blood type.
And he's fat.
What's his blood type?
Pudding.
Jelly. Pudding, yeah. Jelly.
I thought it was gravy.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It probably is gravy.
And did I mention he was fat?
It's a mix. It's a concoction of all three.
I'm not sure if I said he was fat or not. So sorry.
I'm telling you, you didn't. You didn't. I didn't hear it.
No.
No.
That's true. Jarhead. Round is the shape.
I'm oval.
And
That's
Nolly,
like
I know
most of
you
my
love
species.
auditors. I know you love auditors, Nolly, but you can't.
I don't,
But you cannot get behind Brian. No way.
Brian,
He removed all his.
He's New England.
Videos.
Oh,
We
removed
can
all
get
his
behind
videos.
him, but it takes a car.
yeah.
He removed all his videos. 702. No, he didn't. Did he?
No, he
No,
got 10 struck. 10 of his got
Yeah.
videos got struck and he got demonetized.
And then he got
There's rumor that
demonetized.
there's rumor he faked that he got demonetized.
Nah, he got demonetized. He has upset the whole community, and now he's going to learn the hard way what Liberty Bird, what Sancho, and 10th Man, and everyone, Mass Horrible, the power they've got combined. They're going to hurt
Oh,
this
look at
guy.
that. He did. He
There
took down
is
all his
only,
content. He
yeah,
took down
there
all his
is only
content.
two.
Something happened.
All but 2 videos have been. Get up here, 702.
Yeah, I'll
Yes,
show you
all
guys.
but two.
Yeah, don't
All
be
but
rude.
2.
And he had
Wow.
over 100 videos, wouldn't he?
Yeah.
One's from 2 weeks ago and one's from 5 months ago.
He's learning the hard way. You don't
Hmm.
take on the community, you will lose, and you will lose badly.
Oh, because he thought he thought he was Josh, and he's
Yeah.
learning the hard way that nowhere near.
Either side, whether you love frauditors or auditors, whether you don't like them,
There you go. 2
we're all one
videos.
community. You will not win if you battle the whole community. And he has pissed off the whole community.
Absolutely.
Even the auditors do not like
Hello.
this guy. Hey,
What's
Tooth.
going on, 702? Yeah, look at that. Only 2 videos were up on his channel. Don't know what happened. But that's it. Those are only 2 videos.
And that was a page and a half, that, or 2 pages long, that.
He had a
2 days
bunch
ago.
of videos in there. I mean, he had a ton of them. He has not
Mhm.
ever removed any of his videos that he's ever done in there since I've been a part of that. All of them have been in there, every one of them. And then,
He would have had over 100, surely.
well, I was
702.
trying to see all the video from this morning, and that's how I figured out something was wrong, because all of a sudden it just shuts right off. The video shuts off.
Well, I wanted to go back and look at because I want to give Joe Cool a shout out. Joe Cool at least attempted to go on there and tried to talk some sense into Brian. Brian, of course, didn't want to have anything to do with it. He was avoiding the question and just completely just not even answering any of Joe's questions. Joe tried to talk some sense to him, and he did it in a nice way. He didn't go out and bash him. He tried to explain to Brian what was wrong about what Brian was doing. Brian didn't want to hear it, and I want to go back and watch that again because it was entertaining. I was like, dude, Joe's freaking awesome, and that was that was so cool for him to do. And because the thing is, he's one of the only people that is against what that situation did and is allowed on that panel. No one else that would have an issue is allowed on that panel.
So either he took everything down or YouTube did it for him. And because now this is my understanding, he got demonetized this morning. He was bitching on his video that he has no monetization whatsoever. And he's sitting here, he's screaming about it.
702.
What was that?
His super chat got demonetized too.
Yep. So he can't make money the way he was trying to.
So he's gonna quit.
Yeah. He's gonna be forced into quitting.
Not really. Just because he's not making money doesn't mean he's going to quit. I thought he's doing this for the love of the First Amendment. If it's just for the love of the First Amendment, who cares who's monetized, right?
Right.
Kenny.
Wouldn't care.
Kenny,
Right?
he could be facing federal charges.
Oh yeah, he's fucked. There's no
yeah.
doubt in my mind. He is absolutely fucked. He keeps denying it, but I think maybe now today it's finally going to dawn on him that holy shit, maybe I made a mistake.
He could be facing federal charges for what he did to Kate.
Absolutely.
Kate, whether
I
you
know who
like
you're
her,
talking about now. It's the guy who fucking went to that lady's house.
yes, Nolly.
Yep.
That is so creepy.
Whether you like Kate or not, plays within the rules. She's very intelligent. She is a smart. You won't outthink her.
And then what I find
dog.
What I find interesting about the whole situation is during one of these chats, he's bitching and complaining that people from the Master Report called his wife's work. And he's like, I don't know why people do that. And people are like, oh my God, why would you do that? I'm like, what's illegal about a phone call? You're bitching and you're trying to defend him going over this person's house.
It's a form of
someone
doxing.
has a fucking phone call? Well, not really. If you know where someone works, it's the number's public, right?
Yeah,
No
but
doxing. There's no
he's
doxing
taking
in
it
it.
as an act of doxing,
Well, he's
harassing
he's an
family, and
idiot.
yeah.
What's up, Mrs. J?
So I wonder if Furry called him up and told him, "Hey, look, you need to take your videos down. Start doing what because all of his videos are gone on his channel.
Probably
Yeah,
had it
but
off.
All of
I'm
them,
sure there's so many
everything.
people that had it downloaded before he could fucking get them down now.
yeah, excuse
No,
me.
702.
Not all.
Furry's got taken down too.
Yep.
He got a
Not all.
lot of strikes. Sorry, NJ.
Yeah, not all telephone numbers are public. You
Yeah.
can pay extra and have yourself a non-published number.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I agree, but they're calling her work, which is going to be a public number.
What Furry did, what with his videos, Kate put it out there. Furry is making money off his videos, and Kate put it out in the world on the net. If your image is on his video, you can be entitled to compensation if he hasn't asked your permission to use your image. And and there's also a Jewish church group that's done the same thing. They've got, I can't think of their name off the top of my head. They are telling their community, if Furry has approached is it a synagogue, the Jewish? Is a
Yeah.
synagogue, Kenny?
Mhm.
If he's outside your synagogue and your face is on his videos, you can sue him for compensation. And so not only Masshole Report, but this Jewish group has done the same thing. And that's why Furry's in a ton of shit. He's got lawsuits coming out of his asshole or her asshole at the moment. And she shut her channel down. And YouTube shut it down for at least 2 weeks.
I think she shut it down.
I think YouTube did. Furry Live's still got videos.
YouTube
But
shut
the
it
Furry
down for
Potato,
2 weeks.
yeah.
YouTube shut it down.
She's pulled that shit before though, like so many times.
That's my understanding of it. YouTube shut her down. Her Furry Live's still got a ton of videos, but her actual Furry channel, it's been closed and it will be for another week or so.
So Furry was in his chat last night and something about Thursday. So there might be a video Thursday.
There you go. Can you show May's comment?
May's in here?
May's always in here.
Always here. May's a darling.
She might be ear hustling most of the time, but she's here.
May is my girlfriend.
May is gorgeous.
Awesome.
We love May.
No, he asked for this. He asked for every bit of what he's getting right now because his behavior has been atrocious.
Brian's off the rails. I think he's on his last leg, seriously.
Yeah. Mrs. J, welcome back.
His health's gone. I think he's seriously on his last legs. He's trying to go out with a bang.
Ooh. I like what Sid had said. If Brian legitimately had a lawyer to sue everyone, then he shouldn't be online trolling to muddy the waters. No lawyer would consider that productive.
Absolutely.
I'm here, but I'm mad at Jimmy.
Uh-oh.
Cool.
Uh-oh.
Who isn't mad at Jimmy?
I'm not mad at you.
Well, first of all, you keep picking on Lavender for her feet. God made her the
They're
way she
hairy.
is. Accept it.
She doesn't
I
need
don't
ugly.
have hair on my feet. They're cute.
She doesn't
feet.
need
Well,
ugly.
even if she did have hair on her feet, you need to accept her for as she is.
I
And as
accept
far
her
as
from the
people
ankles
being
up.
fat, I can only take so much of the fat beaten, and then I get mad.
Oh well, I apologize.
Sorry.
I apologize,
You
Mrs.
can talk about my
Carr.
big ass if you want to.
I was not directing it at people. I was directing it at Brian.
Yes, I understand.
Because he's a piece of shit.
But I just wanted to pick on him. I needed
And you
something to
can
pick on
only
him about.
if I picked on his teeth, then all the toothless people would harass me. And
Oh,
Brian is fat. You got to admit he is fat.
Yeah, but I'm fat too, so I really can't pick on him for
No,
Yeah,
being
but
you're
you're
fat.
not
not.
fat like him. You're not
Yeah, I am.
110 kilos over. Hang on. You are not 200 pounds overweight. He is.
No, I'm not 200 pounds overweight, but I am overweight.
Kenny, it's
Honestly, Kenny, what do you reckon? For
And,
his height and size,
and I
he is
am. I do use
200
a
pounds
walker.
overweight.
I do use a walker sometimes, but I'm usually in a wheelchair. So
Oh, we're all going to get to that stage.
no.
My knees are fucked from years of kickboxing. I'm going to be in a walker soon or a wheelchair. I'm going to be paralyzed. It's only a matter of probably 10 years.
My knees are fucked from working with horses, and
Yeah.
then I had a car accident that totally destroyed my back.
Yeah.
So
My knees are great. They're plastic
But
and
seriously, Mrs.
titanium.
J, all jokes aside, seriously, all jokes
yeah,
aside, Brian has
yes.
just had a pacemaker. He's on, you need pills for that. You always take pills with a pacemaker. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure most people will agree with that to help regulate your heart, etc., and your blood pressure. The guy drinks like a fish. He's at
That is
least
bad. Yes, yes, that is bad.
okay. We're not bullshitting. Let's be fair and honest here. The guy drinks like an absolute fish, a piss pot, as we call it out here. He's a drunk.
He is.
He is at least 100 kilos overweight. What's that? 200 pounds in your terms.
A little bit over.
Um,
Tad.
and he is not doing anything towards his own health except deteriorating it, not trying to prolong his life. And that's what I'm pointing out to people when I say he's a fat slob.
Well,
If
all you
you
have
are
to
serious about your health and you have injuries or you've had a car accident or whatever, you listen to your doctors, you try and moderate your diet, you don't drink like a fucking alcoholic when you're on pills and shit like that. Unless, let's
If
be
he
real.
ever needed any body part, who's going to give him one? He won't even be able to get on the UNOS list with the way
No,
he drinks.
no doctor
Jimmy,
would put him on there.
Jimmy, if you go back just and look 9 months ago when Brian started, he was a completely different looking person.
Exactly.
He looked healthy then. He doesn't
Sancho
look
pointed
healthy
that out.
now.
He looks so fresh faced and whatever. And then 9 months later,
Well,
he looks like he's gone 10 rounds with Mike Tyson.
Yep.
He has deteriorated so
what the
much
hell
within
happened
less than a
to
year.
him? Jobs.
And I'm not trying to harass fat people. I'm trying to harass him. He has no control. He is abusing his body. I don't know why. Maybe he's got mental issues. We know he's mental, but maybe he's got mental issues. You don't just have a pacemaker and start just pumping grog into your guts. I mean,
No.
fuck me dead. That's
So
Did
my
you
question is, how?
busted dead?
What are the strikes allegedly that he got on his channel about? What are they for?
Kenny, put up all the avatars so we can see the
I
stars.
think it was abuse. I think it was oh, what was it? What was the other one? 702?
I know he got a copyright strike from
He's gotten
Paulie.
quite a few of those.
Yeah, for abuse, hate. I can't think of the others, Kenny.
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of them, but I
Yeah.
can't even begin to think.
Someone wanted me to
But
get all the
he
avatars.
was mad.
No, just put
as
them all
hell.
up on the screen.
Look at
He
that
was
G.
he was mad as hell this morning
Oh my
because
God, it's a
he
J.
tried to come over on my show this morning, and I wouldn't have him on my show. And so then he went live, and all he did is bitch about me and Paul the
Yeah,
entire
thank you.
time.
Yeah.
How El Sancho doesn't like me, how Bird doesn't like me, how Bird doesn't like Paul or trust Paul, how El Sancho doesn't trust Paul either. He just kept running that typical rant that he likes to do.
You know what he was
That
trying
his
to do,
listeners
702?
suck it up.
He was trying to get Paulie back to the fold. He's doing the old divide and conquer.
Yeah.
And yeah, sorry, Brian, didn't work. Paulie didn't buy it.
Mm. I told
And
him where to pack
Kenny,
shit.
myself, I'm an absolute fitness fanatic. Don't eat junk food. I work my ass off daily. Rah, rah, rah. And I'm open to anyone if they want to talk to me about diet, if they want to talk to me about exercising, I'm open to anyone. I've offered this to Taco and a few other guys, and to DGen. DGen has taken my advice. I'm a big believer in it's where you shop and what you buy. If you buy when you go to a shopping center, or as we call them, stick to the fruit and veg and the
Outside
deli and the healthier. Anything on a shelf is shit for you. If it's on a shelf, it's shit. If it's in the, like the display stands, we see all the apples and all the onions and carrots and whatever, buy that section. Anything on the shelf is shit. Does that
Or if
make
you have to
sense to
drive
people?
through to get it.
Yeah. And I'm open to talk to anyone. You can have my time, my knowledge. I am a big believer in fitness and health. And I
How old are you,
offer
Jimmy?
my opinion to anyone.
How old are you, Jimmy?
I'm 51 and I'm
Oh,
about
that's
to do a
great.
triathlon. I'm about to do a triathlon, my first ever. I am training to
Congratulations.
do a triathlon. I'm
Dude,
so
Wow.
serious about health.
There's a lot of people trying to get in. Holy shit.
Yeah.
oh, here, I'll step down.
You're
No,
a better
Nolly,
man
we
than I
love you.
am, Jimmy Din.
Sorry, not NJ.
I'm paraphrasing. I say you're a better man
All
than
right,
I,
guys.
Jimmy.
Okay,
Instead
well,
of
we got
No,
one
Dan.
more.
I'm not better, NJ. I'm just probably more focused.
If there's people that want to come up, I can go down.
You got to be
If
in
you
better
don't
shape
have
than I am.
I'm in
big
shape.
thing, the big thing, NJ, if you don't have shit in your cupboard to eat, then you won't eat it.
Hey,
If you
Jimmy.
got, if instead of reaching for a fucking, I don't know, a bloody snack pack with a custard chocolate or whatever, reach for an apple or a banana. You know what I mean? If it's not in your cupboard, if it's not in your home, then you can't eat it. So have good things in your home, fresh fruit, fresh veggies, no processed crap. You know what I mean?
Well, Carl should
It
be the
does make a
healthiest
difference.
because he eats nuts.
Not that exclusively.
All good women should eat nuts. Sorry, that was rude.
I'm in shape.
Yeah.
Pear shape, but I'm in shape.
I'm just saying, if you don't have biscuits in your cupboard and cookies and all that crap, and you can't reach for it, have a piece of fruit or a bloody tub of nice yogurt. Not one full of yogurt, but good yogurt, shit like that. Have freshly squeezed juice instead of processed full of sugar juice. It's just choices.
Fresh juice is full of sugar too, honey.
Well,
Natural sugar.
I'm in the process of losing my tonnage again, so
You know.
We got one
Your
spot
life's
open
better
on the
though.
panel for everyone that was trying to get in before. If you were trying to get in before and you couldn't, there's one spot open. So first come, first serve.
And Kenny,
So
like, go
Fine,
for the
okay.
wholemeal bread or the multigrain bread over the white bread. Shit, like, it's just
The
little
white bread
adjustments in
is
your diet.
so good.
It
It's
is. I
so
love the
bad
shit. I
for
can
you.
eat white bread 24/7. But wholemeal or multigrain is the best one for you.
We'll cut down on your breads anyway because they're just full of
Yeah.
carbs.
And I know we all like white rice, but the brown rices and the wild rices are just better for you.
It tastes better in my opinion. I like the
Yeah.
wild rice. I like brown rice.
You will
Brown rice
get
is better
used
to
to
me.
it, Kenny.
I
You'll
like
get used
quinoa.
to it in time.
I like wild rice. I think it's really good.
Yeah,
I prefer it over
love
the
it.
white rice.
Exactly. So do I. Took a while, but I got there.
Yeah. Agreed.
I like wild
Good stuff.
rice, but I never can catch it.
Kenny, I absolutely love a
Oh,
bit of
Carl.
a good beef stir fry.
Yes.
Capsicum, onion, beef, and a good, nice bit of rice. And it's so much better for you than a dirty old freaking greasy hamburger.
Yep.
Yeah, it is.
You know,
All
it's
Fresh
right,
just
veggies,
little
guys.
things.
especially if you
I'm
use fresh veggies.
going.
Especially if you
Yeah,
use fresh veggies.
yeah, fresh, actual fresh veg, not frozen or tin crap.
Ah, just
Forget
give me
processed.
pizza.
Pizza is love. Pizza
Pizza
is
is
love.
horrible, but just give me
Taco
pizza.
Bell instead of Taco
Woo,
John's.
woo.
Great.
Look at Taco Bell
If you
instead of
don't love
Taco John's.
pizza, you got something wrong with you. And the thing is, if people do eat well all week and then have a pizza, who gives a shit? Stop beating up on yourself because you broke your diet.
Mhm.
You're allowed to, binge every now and again. You're human. So many people think, oh, I had a bloody pizza, oh, I've wrecked my diet, rah rah rah. Don't beat up on yourself. It's okay to break your diet. And I don't like the
I'm
word
gonna
diet.
I
go.
love everybody, but I gotta go.
Oh,
I've
I
gotta
nope,
go.
love
I'm in
you
nope,
pain.
nope,
too.
Are
nope,
you going
nope,
to
nope,
Oh,
Canada
I
Pete
gotta go
Lavender?
down.
I'm
nope,
gonna go shower
nope.
and shave my hairy
Bye.
booty.
Oh,
Yes.
That
Use
what
that
happened
Nair.
to Gary?
Nair, see
Take you
here.
2 hours to dry
Well,
your
I'm gonna go
feet.
Bye,
jump in the shower
everybody.
too. That way we can shower
I
together.
laugh. Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
God.
Oh,
Does anybody hear me?
Bye.
Yeah, I
Hey,
Yes,
can
we
hear
can
that's
you,
hear
Gary.
true.
you.
Okay,
That's true.
okay.
South Jersey
I had to
justice.
leave
That's
Bye,
there
right.
for a second.
Gary.
You can be super
Bye
fit
bye
and then you
there.
get killed in a car
We'll
accident.
see you
That is
later.
very true.
Love y'all.
Love you,
love
darling.
you.
Love you too.
All right.
Jimmy, I
There
had
we
a
go.
very dear friend who, well, he's deceased now for like 30 years. He was a fitness freak. He juiced all the time, fruits and like vegetables, and
Yep.
didn't drink coffee, no liquor, no nothing. Ran 5 miles every morning.
Yep.
He was my best friend, and he didn't show up for work, and like they called my mother, and my mother drove over to his house, and he was dead on the kitchen floor.
Yep. That happens, buddy. That's
Yeah,
life.
yeah,
When your number's up, it's up.
that's
And
it.
hey, I'm not that obsessed. I drink. I drink bourbon. I drink probably more than a lot of people. I enjoy a drink because that's, I don't know, it's just the Aussie way. Friday afternoon, you go and get on, get on it with your mates and shit. Watch a
Mhm.
footy, you have a drink. And I'm not scared of having a bloody hot dog or a bloody pizza or whatever, or a hamburger when I'm
Yeah,
watching footy with the mates, I'm not that obsessed, anally obsessed with it. But the rest of the week, I'm disciplined and I try and do my best.
it's a lifestyle. It's a
Yeah.
lifestyle. It's not a diet. It's a lifestyle.
No, I hate the word diet. It's the worst word in the fucking world.
Yeah,
It's eating. It's an eating habit or an eating process or an eating choice.
yeah,
Diet is bullshit. That keto diet is dangerous.
Very
yes.
dangerous.
It is very dangerous. That word, just forget that word. Just change. It's choosing what to eat rather than a diet. That's what people got to get their heads around.
Hey, I gotta go, guys. We'll see you later.
Where
All right,
you going,
Gary.
Bye,
Gaza?
Gary.
Bye, Gary.
Good
You got
night,
a hot
All
Gary.
right.
date.
Have fun.
Yeah, I'm gonna call
Good
this
on you,
one
Gaza.
about 2.5 hours. Don't want to go like too long this time. Plus, I got some shit to take care of today, so
Oh, you're scared of the Navy boys.
I'm not scared of no Navy boys.
And the drones.
No,
Well, if you
actually,
go, we're going to
speaking of
get
drones,
702 to fire up.
I actually saw a drone last night. I
Yeah,
did see a
Oh,
drone. I couldn't pick up my camera fast enough to my phone fast enough to get it, but yeah, I saw a drone at like 2 o'clock in the morning. I was looking outside and all of a sudden I saw this light. It was just like moving. I was like, what the fuck is that? I'm like, oh shit, it's a drone.
Could have been a UFO.
It was too close to it was like right above a building, so it was too
That's the
small too.
illusion that they give, though.
It was really small too.
Kenny, where'd 702 go? Where are you,
She,
two?
she jumped down because there was like at one point there was a bunch of people trying to get on, but apparently they decided to give up, so they're not coming on now. But that's okay.
Oh, I could have gone off for people to come up.
Oh, it's okay. But anyway, I'm gonna get going, guys. Thanks for thanks for coming on and having a talk. And I hope you guys learned a little something about public photography laws throughout the world, if you didn't know some things.
Oh yeah, I can see it till we got to America. What was it? The same as Australia or not?
Yeah.
All
It's
right.
pretty much the same as you guys, yeah.
I'm
And
out.
I was
Later.
incorrect, Kenny. In
Bye.
Australia, you can film a kid.
Yeah,
I
I don't
googled
think it didn't see me because I didn't get close to the window because I'm like no because but first I did think UFO, but I'm like no, drone makes sense.
Yeah. Thanks for having him, Kenny. Thanks,
Yeah,
chat.
no problem.
Thanks.
I'm not
night,
turning to the
everyone.
dark side. All right, yeah, thanks everyone. Thanks Randy. Thanks Tim. Thanks Beverly, Sasquatch, Jarhead, May. Thanks for all your help. Apollonia, thanks for hanging out and putting up with us. Taco, thank you. Aaron, Flash, Lavender, if you're still here ear hustling, thank you. Timmy, shit, thank you for the super chat shit. Everyone, please have a great day. Be good to each other out there, and please join me for another video, hopefully tomorrow. All right, guys, peace.
Good night.